Hello everyone, it's Dee here with Golden Thread Tarot, and today, as you can usually tell by the title as usual, we are going to be doing a pick a sketch on on this is going to be specifically for twin flames if you identify with being on the twin flame journey, and it's going to be a past life with your twin flame. So I have 4 sketches to choose from here. So you're going to have your individual sketches, and then you're also going to have a personalized message from Spirit, and then we're also going to pull some cards, and I already have some pre-shuffled cards out here. So let's go ahead and get into the pile selection. All right. So for pile number 1, you're going to be choosing pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. All right. Well, you guys, as always, there will be timestamps in the description bar below as well. I'm really feeling like I'm gonna have some channeled songs come out as well. I already hear one song in my head already, so I'm really anxious to get into the pile. So let's go ahead and get it started, right? And I'll see you guys in your piles. Hey, pile 1, how are you lovelies doing? And you picked this right here. So right off the bat, obviously, I'm feeling very High Priestess cards off this, and this is also very inspired by the High Priestess, as well as the Star card as well. And that's definitely what I was channeling, as well as the balancing, right? Definitely balancing yin and yang, foresight, black and white, all the different sides. Also finding peace, finding true inner peace, true inner knowing within each other. Something really special about looking into each other's eyes. Something definitely, you guys, I'm already feeling like you guys were definitely some kind of high priestess, like an actual little, like some kind of shaman, some kind of high priestess in an ancient society, ancient civilization is what I want to say. Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry, you guys. You know what? I'm getting something for that because she's like rolling around on the couch, like on her back, just like playing. And I'm feeling that. I'm feeling a lot of playfulness. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to be a damper in your playtime. But I'm feeling like a lot of playfulness, a lot of leisure time, a lot of leisure time. Leisure time is as far as not actually having to like physically go through a lot of physical manual labor, but a lot of labor intensive as to voting yourself. No, ma'am. Excuse me. Get down to a very intensive spiritual path, very regimented. Go ahead. Excuse me, ma'am. Calm down now. You guys might, my dogs get hyper around the energy. Okay. So your personalized message is listen to the being within. Seek that which cannot be seen, heard, or tasted. Get down, please. Get down, please. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Mm, absolutely. All right. So I'm going to pull from the Egyptian tarot, and it's just the major arcana cards. I'm going to pull 3 of these cards, and we're going to get more. Let's see. I'm really kind of leaving this really open to just see what Spirit really wants to show me. They really showed me the Devil card in there, and then the Lover's card showed itself here on the back of the deck. Ooh, as well as the Moon card. I'm going to see. What comes out. Spirit. Can I get 3 cards for pile 1? Ooh, getting a really intense spiritual energy. It's not heavy. It's not a heaviness. It's really light. Yeah. The Hierophant, absolutely. So there's that like spiritual leader, absolutely, especially for the masculine. Or I'm feeling the person that was in the masculine form in this past life, and that could be either one of you. Death, okay. Death card. So I'm hearing Osiris. You guys might want to look mythology of Osiris up. They don't want me to go into too much detail about it. They want you to do your own research about it. Also, I'm hearing Libra, like scales, balancing. So it's I'm feeling kind of like the Justice card too. I'm really being drawn here to the like masculine Mars energy here too. It's reminding me of the Emperor. And it's the Devil card. Okay. Look at what's on the back here. The Chariot. Okay. And what's underneath here? Temperance. Okay. These are really long cards. Hang on. I'll show this to you again. Yeah. So what does Spirit want you to know about this particular past life? In this past life, you had a really, really close relationship to your spirit. Like I was saying, you were extremely spiritually, both of you were. Both the twin flame, masculine and feminine energies were both extremely spiritually guided and devoted. However, later on, I'm hearing equally yoked. The two of you were very equally yoked. I'm hearing mated pair. Of course, you're a twin flame, you're a mated pair, but I'm hearing like more so like 3D, a mated pair, like you were linked together. Because look, I'm seeing here, right? Here, the two people. Here. Here. Two people at the feet of the gods praising, right? Then look, the two people and the devil too, at the feet of the gods. Praising, worshiping together. Calling deities. Listening to spirit, being guided. Taking those messages back. I just heard Mayan. Ooh. What's here? Oh, yes. Here, too. Thank you, Spirit. And then here at the base of the chariot as well. Then let me show you this. Two here at the foot. Under a ruler. Under a ruler. The two of you worship together, but you weren't like the king. King, like you were the priest as servants. But it was more like servants, but you were both very, very true-hearted and devoted to your gods within. And you worshiped them daily together. And you also did, like you used ritual magic, like sexual tantric magic in honor, like to honor your gods. Around like a fire. And you would like toss like herbs into the fire and make love in front of the fire to honor your gods. It's feeling very, very paganistic as well. I know I said Mayan, but it's also, for some of you, it's also feeling very woodland is what I'm hearing. Perhaps European. England or Scotland. More like maybe like Nordic for some of you. Mm. And you weren't the ruling class, but you weren't like everyday citizens because you had a special connection to the gods. So devoted. For some of you, you worshipped serpentine gods, like serpent gods. For some of you, you worshipped a more traditional form, a more like modern, something that we would be closer to modern day, like you worshipped a singular god. You weren't okay, never mind. I'm just gonna let that go because they're just like they don't really want to talk about it. Um For some of you, you worshipped a more, I'm not going to say low vibrational or like a demon or anything like that. It's more like worshiping specifically a god of death or a god, the great, like a great creator and a great destroyer kind of mixed in together. Mm. Mm. It's more just like the cosmic force of ultimate life giving and ultimate life taking away. I'm feeling like it's fine. I'm finding it hard to find words. I'm not feeling very so you might have lived definitely in a time where most people couldn't read or write. And of course I don't mean that in any kind of disrespect, but just in general, in this lifetime you might not have been very well traditionally educated, but most people weren't. Especially in this one where you were much more um this one I hear like drumming, maybe more like Nordic kind of, and you pre-Germanic. That's what I just heard, pre-Germanic. And you worshipped some kind of sea god, yeah, sea serpent god, yeah. Um, and um, you would you and all of your whole village would like gather together and have sex, like make love to your partners by the seaside is like the sun rose here, like the sun rising in the background here, to worship to your god. This is very like very natural, paganistic, just very and you would like make like flower crowns and you would like go to the seashore and you would worship your gods, and you would give sacrifices to them, and because you were a society, because you lived by the seashore, you associated that with your livelihood, right? With, like fishing, it's where you got your source of life. And it was, we, this particular people were like, we came from the sea. This particular God gave birth to us, and we came from the sea, and we came here to live on lands. And we give thanks to our creator God from the sea, and it's where this creator god makes fish and squid and things that we eat, things to live off of, and so we give thanks back to them. I'm even hearing that, oh, this is kind of graphic. I don't know. I should say it. I guess I would say it. Maybe you'd be interested in it. Men would even like masturbate into the ocean to give thanks back to the god, like giving back seed, giving back the life inside of them back to their gods. That's so interesting. Wow, this is amazing. I'm having a great time. Wow, I'm really enjoying this so much. No, there's more. um Okay, I got this. This one, where you worshipped a god that was more like a creator destroyer god, like the god, like a god of death. It was more like the change, something that was like the changing of seasons. Um, it was more like the changing of seasons, the comer and the bringer of life. The harvest would come, right, and then the winter would come, and the earth would quote unquote die, and then it would come back, and you praise to this God that killed off the old and brought back the new. And honestly, guys, like this is just going to be something, something if you're really wondering how, like like you and your twin flame really resonated in past lives. If you're really feeling like you're having past life regressions and things like that, this is just like information to, to say, hey, if you've been kind of getting these kind of feelings, if you've been having these past life regressions, this is a confirmation from you from spirit. Yes, these are past life regressions that you're having about your twin flame. And I'm feeling like people that chose this pile obviously were high priest, high priestess, and you're probably resonating really deeply with that energy right now, with that kind of healer energy, and you'd just be really interested, to learn about it's about past lives, specifically with your twin flame. Well, this one is very centric. Yeah, yeah. In this lifetime right here, in this lifetime, you guys were like hedonistic is the word. You guys like made like really wild, like crazy passionate, like really like animalistic love. It was a very like three-dimensional lifetime that you had. And I'm hearing that you're feeling that echoing in this lifetime as well. I mean, all twin flames have that like intense physical connection, as like most of them do as well, right? The ones in this pile I'm gonna say that you did, or you did in this lifetime, I will say that. It's really intense. Oh wow, it's really, really intense. Yeah. And you might feel that echoing, especially here with the devil card, right? Just yeah. And it's kind of like about recontextualizing, like or kind of thinking how if you were kind of, this twin flame journey might be really asking you to think about to question your sexuality and how you feel and how comfortable you feel about making love, being sexually open, being a sexually active person, and really embracing that part of being a being, of being a human, of experiencing the 3D, the pleasure in sex. It feels very like Leo, fifth house energy, just very the pleasure in everything. In this lifetime, you learned how to really appreciate the physical pleasure of life. Because every time you ate something and it tasted good, or you drank something, or you made love to your partner, or you made a child, or you gave birth, whether it was pain or whether it was pleasure, it was all pleasure, because it was all part about understanding and being appreciative and showing gratitude for having life, period. And it was all about understanding that life was about more than sorry, that life was about enjoying the little things, that life was about enjoying the little pleasures of everyday existing and finding gratitude in those things. And I feel like that's something that would really help you in this lifetime as well. So something we could all do, definitely. And this lifetime taught you that, and this lifetime is coming back now to this past regression of this past life is coming up to remind you to take pleasure in the little things, to be grateful for the natural coming and goings, natural body cycles in yourself and with in between you and your twin. Also paying really close attention to moon cycles, especially for those who, if you have incarnated in a feminine body, paying attention to your menstrual and moon cycles, listening to your body when you naturally need to rest more, when you naturally need to be more active, listening to that more. Because in this society, you learned how everything rotated around the coming and going and changing of seasons, and you understood more of what it was like to live in a natural rhythm with the earth and its natural cycle. And that's what you learned in this lifetime. And in this lifetime, you learned about devotion, being truly devoted to yourself, being truly devoted to your higher spiritual calling, and learning how, when it really comes down to it, you have to choose your spiritual calling and choose yourself over idolizing material things or idolizing certain people. That just came out of nowhere. In this lifetime, you very much so idolize and put together the your king, or I'm hearing like specifically like your pharaoh, and you, in this lifetime, it's like you turned a blind eye to the type of person that this human being really was, just as a person, just because they were a king or they were your ruler. And this lifetime you learned how it's more important. I'm seeing like the weighing of the heart and the feather on the scale, right? Here, literally here. Laying like weighing the person's soul and weighing a feather. And if the weight of their soul is lighter than a feather, then they could carry on to the afterlife, right? And it's like you learned that in this lifetime, that you idolize certain things, or it wasn't right to still follow behind certain leaders. It was more important the person, not just the title that they're given or who they're supposed to mean to you. This could be manifesting in this lifetime as far as 222 down the clock. 2221 also stood out to me. Um, this could also be about idolizing your parents or idolizing a particular father figure, and the power that they hold over your family just simply because of the person that they are. You know, this might be manifesting in this lifetime as far as like issues with your parents and being like, I don't resonate with the type of person that my parents or that society tells me, people that I view as having more power than me, or feel like having power over me. I don't vibe with who they are as a person, or what they really stand for, or the person they're trying to make me be. And I really don't truly vibe with that inside. And this past lifetime with your twin flame really taught you, it was more like your afterlife, because you thought in a certain way, but then when the afterlife came and you were judged on it, it was like, but you followed behind this person that you knew was hurting and killing and doing other things simply because they were your king, or simply because you were just supposed to. Society said that this person had power over you, and you put them over source or over God, or listening to your own true self. And that's coming up in this lifetime, being like, you've already learned this lesson, so be careful of this karma coming back around to test you again. you know see beyond just the material, right? Seek your truth within yourself. Remind yourselves to seek your inner truth, right? To really balance out yourself and your soul, and what you really, not and as a form of being judged by like some higher power saying that you are sinning, or that you're doing that, and not that in sort of type of way, but just really truly vibing what resonates truly within your soul, listening to your body, listening to your body's natural cycles, listening to what your body, listening to your cravings. If your body's craving something, it needs it. If you're getting the intuitive messages to go outside, or to go to certain places, or eat certain things, or do certain things, or exercise certain parts of your body, or do certain meditations, or listen to certain tarot card readings, make sure that you're listening to your true inner self, and you're vibing inside of yourself on your body's proper rhythm, right? And then also there's something here about really enjoying the pleasures of your life, enjoying the little everyday pleasures of your life, and giving gratitude back to spirit for everything that that you've been given so far and that you will receive. This is going to help you manifest what you really want into being. And I'm hearing pile 3 as well. So if you felt guided to pile 3, definitely this is your confirmation. Go check out pile 3 as well. All right. That was so interesting, you guys. Let me know if you guys are really interested or like readings like this, you know. Yeah. So we're going to get to your oracle cards. And we have Archangel Ezekiel. Transform. Let go of your fears of the unknown and embrace the power of change. Let go of what you are not happy with. Open your mind and heart. So absolutely. Transform and let go of the unknown, right? That's like this, that like trust the natural comings and goings of flowing of your energy. Listen to your body, listen to your true inner self. The death, that's the death card, was the transformation, right? The more traditional reading of the death card, right? Endings of cycles, beginning and ending of cycles. Ooh, yeah, Kundalini awakening. The great energetic snake is awakening. Feel your power gaining momentum. The great awakening is upon you. Wow. Yeah. Kundalini awakening. Absolutely. You could for sure be feeling that now, especially here, feeling that if you're feeling like you're more like lower chakras. And ooh, I just got just like this like surge of energy in my sacral chakra and in my sacral chakra. I'm feeling like you're feeling very physically drawn to your twin flame right now. And you're balancing that out. You'll figure out how to balance it out. It's going to be an intense physical connection between the two of you. So go ahead and get ready for that, okay? You need to kind of, I'm not trying to push anybody to be more open sexually or anything like that, but there is something here about understanding and accepting the deeper physical pleasures of this body, especially if you're in a sacred union, right? It's like you're with your sacred partner, regardless of the circumstances. When it really comes down to it, you know, there's supposed to be something. Supposed to be something here. There's a reason, you know, you're not just like some heathen that's just like thinking like, oh, I need to calm down all the time, right? Like there's a reason that this is here. This person is triggering this inside of you, and that's triggering that Kundalini awakening, right? That stirring of that snake, that turning, swirling in your stomach that slowly like rises up, right? As your chakras are being aligned and lit up from within inside, because this person is triggering that from within inside of you. Right, and there's that movement with that with that Chariot card, right? The definite like movement forward. Okay. I'm so grateful it was you. I want to grow with you. Absolutely. And I'm so sorry, excuse me. And by the way, this is how your twin flame is feeling now in this incarnation. This is how they're feeling about you. This is a messages from them to you. Everything changed that day. So definitely, I just heard love at first sight. They knew. They recognized you instantly. I love our home. And with that card, I always say you feel like home. This person make like you feel like home. You make this person feel like home. Wow. I'm just doing a lot of intuitive things from this reading, you guys. I got intuitively guided just to do it. Yeah, and definitely you might identify with being in separation right now. Yeah. Meditation. Absolutely. Breathe in the love, light, and knowledge of the universe. Travel inward, still your mind, and listen to your heart, right? So that's that go deep inside, travel deep inside, and really pay attention to what you're feeling and how you're feeling right now. Go into that meditative state. That's what you're probably doing to have these past life regressions. Or some of you, I'm hearing a masculine here. A masculine energy could be like dreaming about these past lives. Yeah. Soul tribe. Call in your soul tribe. They're here in the third and fifth dimension to help you. Absolutely. So your soul tribe, not only like your twin flame, but also people in your life that you're starting to resonate with because you're feeling your activations, you know, lighting it up inside these other people out there that will become your soul tribe members, that will be coming into your life, are feeling the activations too. And things are coming in, it's like really coming into motion now, right? Things have been set up for for your whole life, right? And then things are really, really starting to really take off now, is what I'm feeling. So if you've been feeling kind of that ramping up of the momentum, right? The energy is gaining momentum. It's coming. Chaser. Absolutely. You might feel like you're chasing, like just start chasing your tail. Someone is holding on. Let go and surrender to the divine. Have faith in yourself and your twin. Absolutely. So it's more about like turning inward right now and worrying definitely about yourself in this separation, okay? Because you're you know, you're healing yourself. You're healing yourself and you're having honesty. Ooh, honesty with yourself and learning how to have unconditional love and healthy boundaries. And this is all part of your soul contract. Okay? Wow, that was beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. I love how you set that out there. All right. So we're going to wrap this up with some Moonology. This person is so happy that you were the one that turned out to be their twin flame. I'm not sure if they had several people in mind that they thought could be their twin flame or if they had options or something like that, but they're so grateful that it's you. A fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. So yeah, so this person might have been forming a plan. You or your person could be really forming a plan or could have really felt a lot of I need to get myself together, like in this past little Aries season, right? We just passed Aries season. Yeah, expect powerful change. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, you guys, what is that? Your commitment is being tested. Didn't I say that right? Right? That you're being tested and asked to knock down societal norms or something like that in your mind right now. You're being really guided and like I just keep hearing somebody say, you've already learned this before. You've already been here before. You've been here before. You know what's happening. You've been here before. Tap into your deeper mind to know and learn from your past experience in this past life. Yeah. Absolutely. It's time to release negativity. And this is a full moon in Scorpio. And you guys, the full moon in Scorpio is tomorrow from the time I'm filming this. I actually haven't looked up what time the actual full moon happens. It could be just a few hours away. I mean, it is either way. Yeah. Don't let your past hold you back. Absolutely. Right? South Node, your past karma from this lifetime and other past lifetimes. Don't let it hold you back. Absolutely. Yeah. And look at this. Luck not being on your side, you need to stop. If you have this kind of lack mentality here, right? This kind of like Four of Cups, I'm getting with this like lack mentality, like luck is just not on my side. You need to stop saying that because you've already learned from past lifetimes that it's important to understand that if things are not for you, it's not going to happen. It's not that luck is not on your side, it's that it just wasn't meant for you, right? And that's okay. Learn how to let go and surrender of those sort of type things, that if things don't work out, it's just not for you. And oh my gosh, I want to show you guys how this is just like laying down here, right? Look at this, because I hit it. The world and the wheel, right? About divine timing and cycles that you're in, moving, changing cycles in divine time. And you just need to understand that. Absolutely. All right, you guys. Oh wait. I want to do a little healing with you guys. I'm going to end the session with this time. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I'm going to pull, right before I go though, I'm really being guided to do this. J-O stood out to me too when I was in here. Let's see. Just a few. Okay. So we got a B, a W, or it could be an M. It's a W on here, but if M vibes with you, that could be you too. D, V, and an L. I'm hearing LDB. LDB, if that means anything for you. Oh, VW, like a Volkswagen, that could mean something to you, or the number 44. Yeah. VW for you, maybe. Or, and also to the numbers on LDB are 123. LDB 123. That's funny. I didn't even put that together. But I just saw that. LDB and it's 123. I know you can't see the one, but so that might mean something to you. The D got stuck. That's what I just heard. The D got stuck. I don't know what that means. But okay. All right, you guys. Well, if that resonated for you, you will know more than I will. Okay. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you guys really enjoyed this kind of like loose, kind of just past life regression reading like this, that's kind of just spirit talking to you about you and your twin flame and about past lessons that you guys have already learned together. If you guys like this kind of past life regression sort of type thing, let me know, please, reach out and let me know what you, or if you would be interested in having a personalized reading more like this. I'm really getting into doing readings like this. So let me know. All the information is down listed below. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Thank you so much for giving me your time. I really hope this helps guide you or give you some confirmation. If you do identify, if you're new here, think about subscribing or liking if you like the video, or sharing it with somebody. If you really enjoyed it, please do. Also, I do other twin flame readings. Go check out some of those. And hopefully I'll see you guys in some other videos. All right. Goodbye, beautiful lovelies. Thank you so much. Hey, Baltu. How are you lovelies doing? And you picked this sketch right here. Okay, right away I'm hearing light codes. So a really high vibrational lifetime. I'm already feeling like there could be some people who resonate with being starseeds in this pile. And definitely vibing with lifetimes on higher angelic or high vibrational planes of existence. More angelic realms. Something about blue. If you vibed with being like blue skinned, or maybe avian. Avian. Yeah. Blue feathers. I'm hearing blue feathers. Oh, Lyran. I'm also hearing Lyran as well. Yeah. And I'm being guided to show you guys my feather. Beautiful. It's a gift from my spirit guides. All right. All right. I'm going to read you your personalized message. Whispers in the night. Messages written in light. Whispers in the night. Messages written in light. So definitely, I was already feeling light codes already, for sure. All right, so I'm going to pull you some messages from your higher self and from your spirit guides and spiritual team about past lifetimes with your twin flame and past lessons that you've learned in that lifetime. So I'm seeing the Hierophant and the Chariot. The Emperor. Yeah, it's possible in some of these past lifetimes that that you were in a high level like ruling class, or maybe like a high council sort of type, more like thing. Less like, a monarchy, and more not kind of like a republic, I guess, kind of. But it's more just like a council, a wise council came together and made the bigger decisions for the society. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. The devil came out for pile 1 too, but it has a completely different feel in this pile. Still, I'm hearing some kind of serpentine god still too. You might have actually come from a society where the people or the beings actually look something similar to that, with or without wings. Okay, so you guys have the tower. Oh wow, yeah, the world. Yeah, and ooh, and the devil. So I'm definitely right away I am feeling Lyran, right? Here with the tower, a grand war happens here with the serpentine spirits, serpentine beings, and the world ended. Halving yourself out into the world, out into the matrix, out into the 3D matrix, and having to fall from a higher vibration to a lower vibration to escape, to live. I'm hearing falling to vanity. When you came here to this dimension, this dimension that we're living in now, and you started reincarnating into human bodies, you reincarnated into a spiritual, not a spiritual, a more something closer to like a king or a pharaoh, something where the people worshipped you like you were a god sent here amongst men. You could have reincarnated into an already living body. You could have like reincarnated just your consciousness. So that would be, there are different types of star seeds out there. You guys might want to, I am not incredibly researched on the different types of star seeds. So before I speak of things I do not know, I'm just channeling what your spirit guides are telling me. You also knew that you came here to break people out of cycles, to give people tower moments in their life. I'm hearing the first lifetime that you came here, you fell to pride and to vanity. You underestimated the ease in which you would be able to come here and onto this earth. And you thought because you came from a higher vibrational plane that you would, you know, quite easily integrate into society and easily integrate into this whole third dimensional thing so that you could raise your vibration high enough to go back home, right? To go back to a higher realm, to you kind of fell from a higher dimension, from a higher realm here, and you're trying to go through the karmic lessons to elevate yourself back up. And you fell much farther than you thought you would have when you came here. That kind of feeling of, okay, fine, I'll do this. This will be easy, and I'll be able to get out of this cycle and go back home soon. It kind of feels almost like I'm getting very much so like a warrior from like sent out. You trained for years and you were a warrior sent out. Okay, go out and kill and bring back the pelts, right? And you went out and you got your ass kicked. And I just heard, oh, how the mighty have fallen, and you got trapped here in this cycle a lot longer than you thought you would have, and it's taking you longer to come back out of the pride of that original fall. You feel very hard, and um in your neck, because of the karma you incurred in that lifetime, you came back as a very, very, very poor person in the following lifetime. And you found out hot's in your area right now. Yeah. You were hungry and thirsty a lot. Upgrade your home decor. Yeah, you didn't do that. With a vase. I'm just, you guys know that I've been getting like these crazy like email notifications out of nowhere. That's really resonates with what I'm talking about in the moment. And so yeah, and you, because you were still had kind of like that high, like that residual high vibration early on in your early, you remembered your past lifetimes. As you were kind of still falling in vibration and like equaling out to a more just a regular a human, a more like three-dimensional human vibration. When you it's like you woke up and you were like, oh, I remember this sucks. You know, I'm hot all the time and I have to work so hard. And it's like being a ruler and being really super crappy to all of your servants or all of your people, right? Or having slaves, or being really terrible to your slaves, or whatever, being not a very not nice person, and then coming back in the next lifetime as the slave, right? Coming back in the next lifetime as the servant, living under a ruler that was like you, or a person that was like you. And now this is no judgment on me at all. You know, this is just natural. You know, it's natural. You came down here and you fell a little bit harder than you thought you would. You know, you kind of were a little more talk than you were ready for. You know, it's kind of like you underestimated the challenges of this dimension. And you've been trapped here in cycles for far longer than you thought. Oh my gosh. For some reason my cat just jumped up in the air and unplugged my computer. What? Yeah, so it's kind of like you were like really shocked and like what just happened? Like um also your soul shock, the soul shock of coming down from a higher, of being knocked down from the higher dimension and coming here was far worse on your psyche than you thought it would be too. You had incurred a lot more karma, like the incurring karma works different on higher dimensions, or this is what your higher self is telling me, that it works different on higher dimensions. So when you came down here to this dimension, you actually had incurred a lot more karma, like the equivalent of a lot more karma here. And so when you incarnated in your person, it's like because you chose a ruler, you thought that that person would be a good person, but they were a terrible person, and they gave you, you made assumptions about humans, or about beings in this dimension, and you incarnated either into the wrong person, something went wrong, or you just underestimate something about underestimating the challenges and being a human, underestimating the reality of what it would really be like to be here. This is so interesting. Though your higher self feels like a very old being, because existing in the higher dimension that you were in. I'm hearing sixth dimension. The, like your existence or lifetime is greatly stretched out compared to ours. So it's like you were like a being or a consciousness that had lived the equivalent of millennia here. But when you came here, it's like it translated you over to like a teenager, and you were kind of, I'm not trying to be rude about it, but you're kind of bratty. Like honestly, that's what I just literally just heard. You were kind of bratty. It's like your higher self is being like, I was like throwing fits and throwing tantrums, and I didn't want to be here. And it's like on your soul's evolution, it knocked you down a few pegs, and you didn't expect that. And that's in some way is going to be, you would know better than I would, but is going to be resonating or going to be some kind of lesson perhaps you're being asked to relearn in this lifetime, or perhaps you're coming to the grips of finally understanding. It's like your soul's kind of been like throwing a tantrum for several lifetimes, and 50-50 down on the clock, and it's like, oh, right, teenager, 50-50, halfway through. It's like your soul, in the grand scheme of your soul's evolution, you're like halfway through. So it's like you're like kind of like, it's not halfway through, but it's kind of like halfway through like a grander, like you step back and there's like this grander soul evolution that you're on, and you're kind of like halfway through. But it's kind of like you had to take a few steps back, and now your soul feels more like a teenager and less like a higher level being. And it's kind of like your soul was like kind of throwing a temper tantrum for several lifetimes, like for several hundred years. Several hundred years your soul was like, I don't want to be here. And now you're in this lifetime, I'm really feeling like you're evolving beyond that, and your soul's really getting into like their, okay, I need to just do this and get out of this cycle. You're so tired. At this point, it's kind of like not broke. I don't want to say broken, but it's kind of like that like rebellion, that teenage rebellion spirit is really subsiding, and it's like, okay, but I really miss my soul family, and I miss my home, and I miss that place, and I miss being there, and I really want to go home, and and I felt trapped here, but I really want to go now, and it's like, okay, I really need to take this seriously now. Your soul is waking up to its true grander purpose, to the grander purpose of existing outside of being incarnated as a human on this plane. Wow. Oh my gosh. I love this. I just eat this stuff up, you guys. This is amazing. I'm having such a good time. I really hope you guys are kind of enjoying this. Like obviously, like Spirit really guided me to do this, so I'm just really excited to see, because these types of readings are things that really, I'm just like, yes, they really get me going. They really get me in my spirituality. I just eat up learning about past cultures, and learning and the learning and how the whole cyclical um reincarnation and like higher cycles behind, beyond our just regular earth reincarnation. It's extremely interesting to me. And so I thank you so much for sharing this energy with me. I thank your higher self for sharing this information, because you guys, I am learning and evolving as a person through you guys readings as well. This is so amazing to me. This is so different from Pile 1, and I love it. Not that Pile 1 was extremely interesting as well. Like, wow, it was awesome. Okay, wait, I'm gonna look at the back of the deck. What's on the back of the deck? The moon. Secrets, but it's like higher secrets. There is a level of your higher self beyond your three-dimensional higher self, the higher self version of you that has accumulated at this dimension. But beyond that, your higher self has a higher self that's tapped into deeper, much more otherworldly, other universal karmic, or not karmic, universal things, energies. Wow. Ooh, this is like Inception, like the Matrix outside the Matrix outside the Matrix. Like, this is wow. Wow, this is so awesome. I love this. Yeah. Hmm. Venus, I'm really being drawn to ask you about your birth chart and what is your Venus in. Pay attention to that, especially if your Venus is in Aquarius. Here, because I'm seeing this right here. Your Venus in Aquarius. Yeah. Mm. Or Scorpio. If it's in Aquarius or Scorpio. And Scorpio too, right? With the Scorpio full moon, because I have the Moonology card and that came out in Pile 1 too. So here, right? The moon and the Scorpio card. So this full moon in Scorpio is really bringing up a lot of like past life stuff for people. I really feel like it definitely is for me. I've been having, I don't know about you guys, but I've been having a lot of past life regressions. So definitely with this moon in Scorpio is significant to all of us. Ooh. Okay, so I just got shown a vision of you and your twin flame underneath a moon, partially cloudy skies. There's like crickets in the background, like a really kind of like spring or like early summer breeze. And you hear like leaves rustling, like the wind is blowing, and I hear like the wind blowing through the trees. Oh, you guys kiss. It's your first kiss. When you guys have your first kiss, it's going to unlock past life regressions for the both of you. It's going to be really intense. Really intense. Like, and I'm telling you guys, it doesn't, I'm really getting that it's not even, that it will be passionate, but it will be almost so intense. It's like you guys will like touch lips and be like, oh, and like, like literally, like it might be super that dramatic where if you really thought about it, it wasn't that romantic of a kiss, but it's like there's like this instant deeper connection that happens between the two of you, like a very very deepening connection. Yeah, so your first kiss might kind of be a little awkward, but it's like you're gonna like pull back from each other and be like, oh my gosh, and then just both be like, and then have the deep passionate kiss, like, but both of you literally might have past life regressions right there in that moment, or you might kind of get kind of like downloads, you might have some kind of soul activation codes that like that like super like come on to the both of you, so you're both kind of just like you might even like look away from each other or something like that, and then you're just kind of like, oh, like what just happened, like did you feel that, like oh my god. And then it's like you embrace each other so much deeper. You might even instantly both know each other's soul names, or past life names, and you both might even like call each other those past life names. Yeah, and you and your twin are both on, you both came here from a higher different dimension here. And you got knocked down to this three-dimensional plane here, to the gateway here, to the darker three-dimensional plane together. And then you've both been searching for each other, searching and finding each other. Oh, the twin flames in this pile has spent a great many of lifetimes actually apart. Because you were both sent here to learn, just learn in general, learn about humans, learn about people, learn about the world, how it works, things like that. And this could be the first time that you two are coming together in 5 or 6 lifetimes. You guys could have been here for a couple of 100 years apart from each other, and you guys are finding each other. And it's like, and it might literally honestly be like you're not gonna realize most of this until you have this kiss with them, and it's gonna activate this deeper memories inside of you. You're both that night. I don't know if you'll have anything more than a kiss, but that night, if you sleep, I just heard if you sleep, especially the masculine. I'm hearing the masculine is like your higher self masculine energy is telling you go to sleep that night. Stop staying. Don't stay up and fantasize about your feminine energy. Go to sleep that night because you're gonna have really intense dreams. You guys might even honestly have some kind of astral projection to each other in your dreams. Here, like you're both asleep and you actually in the astral realm. You might even meet somewhere that looks similar to this. Like you could meet in some astral plane that looks like a desert, especially at nights, like a silver desert. I just heard silver in the moonlight. Something about the sand looked like it's like it's glistening, made of glass, and you're like walking out over like sands that look like they're made of like silver glass. And you're going to meet in this astral plane together and have a higher dimensional talk with each other. But I'm not sure if you'll remember it. One of you will. I don't know if it'll be the feminine or the masculine. One of you will for sure. It's unsure if the other one will be ready. It depends on how much meditation, how much one of you will be ready to remember, or one of you already astral projects or has much more experience in astrally projecting yourself or casting yourself out in dreams. So one of you might for sure remember it because you remember your astral travels, and then the other one of you is still kind of like maybe not. Maybe not the first time. Then the judgment card here. It's like meeting. Yeah. It's like these two meeting and being like, hey. So our higher selves are meeting again because, oh, I see you and I remember my higher being now. I remember what I'm here for. It's like you meet this person and you have that kiss with them, and it unlocks. Being their presence is slowly unlocking these past life memories, especially for the masculine. I'm hearing the feminine is more open to the past life memories and things like that. The masculine is slowly. Okay, so I'm getting it. So the masculine is much more, gets a lot more downloads in their sleep and like, so dreams. But when in their waking life, they're much more practical. So they don't really see as much like real world, like real life. They might not see as they see them, but maybe they don't believe things like the angel numbers and like seeing 111 or seeing 333, stuff like that. 1111. Maybe they catch it, but they kind of in a way, but they much more pay attention to their dreams, and so they're shown more things in their dreams. And then on the flip side of it, the feminine here. Is much more about seeing the signs and synchronicities in their waking life and less open or has less memory of their dreams. The masculine has a really it's like they dream every single night and they always remember their dreams because they're conscious. They're like actually projecting in their dreams every night. Or they're lucid dreaming, actively dreaming and creating like this dream consciousness. It's part of their soul contract. They might do that technique where they envision a place and they try to send their mind to that place in their dream, where they have a certain place that they go that represents like their mental space so they can lucid dream there. Yeah. or one of you, or both of you eventually. I'm hearing both of you eventually, one of you right now. Yeah, the magician keeps showing itself to me. The magician, the magician, the elemental magic card keeps showing itself to me a lot. $104. And it's funny, I looked at it until it turned over to 105, and right when it did, I was like, 104, the angel number 104 might be significant. Manifesting, balancing into the connection. Yeah. Oh, and I just saw dreams. It showed itself to me. And then look, manifestation. Absolutely. Yeah. Healing yourself. It didn't come all the way out, but definitely healing yourself, especially in your dreams. Look, and there's soul contract, like I was just talking about, soul contract. Manifestation. And soul tribe. What's that? Master. Yeah. A master manifester. And a master. Yeah. Oh. And then look, people and divine protection. So, right, what I was just saying, right? One of you is more studious in the astral dream world, and then one of you is more, you would be considered kind of like a master lucid dreamer or something like that if you shared it with people. Yeah, and you're healing it, there's healing yourself, showed itself again. Yeah. Give yourself a break. Healing takes time and energy. Don't push yourself to heal before you're ready. Absolutely. But you're healing yourself. Soul contract. You both have chosen this path and made an agreement. What is your lesson? What promise does your soul need to keep, right? So definitely, what were you sent here to learn, um, to observe, to learn, and then to come, to come together and exchange the kind of, yeah, chaser here coming out. Someone is holding on, let go and surrender to the divine. Have faith in yourself and your twin. Yeah. Somebody's soul is kind of like rejecting this. They feel like they're not ready. Yeah, but look, surrender. Surrender to divine. Surrender. Yeah. Yeah. Projection. Codependent. Unconditional love. I'm hearing like there's a masculine here that's also learning. Yeah. People that's learning about codependency in this lifetime. The one that feels like they're not ready. The man. The man. Get down, please. Get down, please. That's that codependency. You guys know she comes up so much when the codependent card comes up. No, ma'am. Get down, please. No, ma'am. True love and divine blessing. So they need to learn that this, like, love is like truly a divine blessing. Learning to trust and heal themselves, believe in themselves. Yeah, and they're learning that during this separation. No, ma'am. Yeah. What do I want to do now? Yeah. No, ma'am. Oh wait. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You get down. You know what? Let's do these right here. Okay, so synchronicities. Fish, change in direction. Butterfly, transform. Absolutely. So you're being asked to kind of flow, to let it flow, right? To surrender and let it flow and allow yourself to transform. Let go. Fire magic, purification. Yeah, purify some of these more, I'm hearing pride. like kind of like low vibrational, like ego driven emotions. Like remembering, remembering the lessons that you're learning here, lessons that you've already learned. Don't go backwards. I just heard someone saying, don't go backwards. Compass, change in location. So wow, you got the change in direction and change in location. So you might be or shift in direction. Yeah, I'm with these two. I'm seeing like the hanged one, like the hanged one in the traditional tarot deck, like coming to a realization that you need to transform and you need to have a radical shift in the way that you're thinking, right? And what I was saying earlier, right? That change, that shift, that okay, my soul doesn't feel like throwing a cosmic fit anymore. I need to grow up and start really, like really taking this kind of path seriously and not being so much like why, like why is this happening, and more so like okay, this is happening for a purpose. I need to pay attention. It's like every lifetime you've been learning a little bit, waking up a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, and now you're like okay, like I'm seeing it more now. The hanged one, right? Mourning doves, loved ones are watching over you from the other side. So definitely you have not only people in this lifetime. Oh my gosh. Literally, I just felt like somebody's hand, like kind of like how somebody like put their hand on your shoulder and kind of let their hand like that. Yeah, I literally just felt that so hard on. Oh my goodness. Okay. Um, and these are messages from your person. Yeah. So it's like that's so strange with that coming out right over like mourning doves. Like you're like you have spirit guides that are really strong that are here trying to reach out to you, as well as your star family, your soul family. Like not only spirit guides tied here to this third dimension, but much higher spirit guides, higher level spirit guides, and especially your star family that's here really guiding you, reminding you 111 down on the clock, right? Manifesting 11144 down on the clock. Reminding you to manifest this balance right in your life. Absolutely. Okay, so let's get some messages from your person. I'm feeling waves of negative energy. Yeah, so that's that lower vibrational, like really like kind of like shedding and transforming and really trying to let go, having this radical change from the past behavior. My mind keeps me stuck in this place. Absolutely. So that's kind of like Eight of Swords energy. Like, yeah, I've been really stuck here in this kind of, I don't want to admit it was pride, but it's like this prideful situation that this person feels like they were stuck in this lifetime. I know you're my one and only. This person knows you, and they know that they're supposed to be with you. But they might have had a lot of options, especially one in particular that was very like clingy. That's what I just heard with like my girls, like just like getting really clingy out of nowhere and just being like, come here, come here, come here. And it's like right before all this kind of, and I feel like I'm much more now that it's like now that I've said this, like I'm feeling this waves of emotion. I want to change in direction. It's like the shift in energy, like really strongly I'm feeling, and like that's happening now in the later part of your pile, which is also very like reminiscent of the whole the grander soul contracted kind of shift that your soul is going through right now. I wish I could take it back. So this person has some regrets and they're like, I wish I could take back some of the ways that I acted, right? It's like learning. It's like when you first when you had that, when you first incarnated here, you were like you didn't have to, you were a king or a queen and you didn't suffer as much, and it's like you took advantage of that situation. So I'm feeling right, like I felt all of those waves, negative energy. I'm really learning the lesson. Things aren't as easy down here as I thought they were, or they thought they would be, and I'm really coming back humbled, ready to learn my lesson. I wish I could take back how I really felt at first. Excuse me, no ma'am. I'm making the choices that are best for my life path. No ma'am. Get down. Get down. You see, like the persistency of that. Like as soon as I kept talking about, I feel better now. I feel better now. Here she comes, like being very persistent, being very kind of like a needy. This person is breaking out of some kind of really needy energy. Whether this is somebody else or whether a very possessive, needy energy. Whether this is some kind of a romantic karmic situation. Whether or not this is a job. If it's their parents, if it's their family, if it's themselves, feeling like they cling and they feel too needy of other people. or if they felt like you were too clingy and too needy, they're making the choices, and they're like, I'm learning how to be the good type of selfish right now, so I'm making the choices that I need to make for my lifetime right now. All right, I'm gonna pull you guys. Hey, Stevie. Yeah, that personal issue reaches resolution. Hold your vision. Yeah, and look, there's that kind of like sandy mountains with the moon and stars above, like I was seeing from this moon card, right? Kind of, oh, well, it's in there, the pile now. It'll come back out if spirit wanted me to see it. Oh, you guys, don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Did I not? Yes. Okay. Let me not be so prideful right now, right? Let me step back my ego. But absolutely, I love it when spirit does stuff like this, where they're just like, yeah, your pride, bro. Like, you're learning your pride, getting knocked down off your pedestal, getting knocked down a few pegs, becoming humbling yourself. Your soul is really learning how to humble yourself and how to put yourself in a proper, excuse me, get down. And you're learning that through some really harsh lessons this lifetime. Also, here where I talked about Lyran. No, excuse me, get down. Lyran, there's the Lyran the lion as well. Energy. No, ma'am. Get down. Get down. Okay. Yeah. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Yeah. You just need to understand that. Yeah. Full moon in new moon in Gemini. Communication is key. Yeah. So learning about yourself, learning how to balance out yourself, weighing these scales of balance within your life, learning how to, quiet your ego and listen to your intuition and get let go of your pride seems to be like your real downfall in the past, and you're kind of learning how to let go of that, right? And understanding that communication with yourself, with other people in your life, open and honest communication, as well as communication with your spirit guides, is so important. Absolutely, meditate and contemplate. Make sure you're doing your meditations and you're really listening to yourself, listening to your higher self. Because if you really wanted to, you could have so much crazy information really linked and downloaded into your Akashic records. They're very deep, they're very vast, and you have a much higher connection to higher consciousness beyond even your higher self. So just really do the work, and the communication is coming, but just let go of some of your more prideful ways. And I'm hearing that it's not prideful in a traditional way. Like, it's not something maybe you would think of as being prideful. Maybe you just think of as doing the honorable thing or that, but it's like learning we're learning the difference in between honor and what you're just being prideful and stubborn and holding on to. Yeah. Show the world the real you. That could have to do with your mask, holding on to your mask, holding up to appearances, holding up to what you thought it should be, right? You thought this life was about being that king, but you learned in the past, the universe will humble you and teach you that it's about other things besides having the power. That's what I'm hearing, having the power. All right, you guys. Well, okay. I kept doing this in the first pile too. You guys know how I do. Wow, only two. And and so Anne, if your name is Anne, two more. And no. Anne. No, Anne. No, Anne. Or with this Anne, I keep wanting to say and. Like, no and what is what I keep hearing. No and what? Like, what's gonna happen if you are your true self? What's gonna happen if you break out of what society expects from you based on whatever you think of in your mind. Oh, a G popped out. WOG. For some reason, I want to say Wong. Or Woe. Go. No and go. Her not gonna. Not. I know I don't have the T down here. But not gonna, and then this W right here, it's like not gonna win, like convincing yourself you're not gonna win, or you're not gonna do it, or just being like, I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be the one that texts first. I'm not gonna be the one that caves in. I'm not gonna be the one that does this or does that. I'm not gonna be the one that humbles myself. It's still going back to this pride. It could be that you could be thinking, oh, this person needs to come to me, or I'm just used to people coming to me. And your spirit guides are like, that's pride. Your pride is talking. You don't want to be the person that goes and chases after them, or goes and goes and tells the other person how you feel first, or opens up to them first. But it's like, didn't you already learn this lesson of pride in the past? Like, your spirit guides are here to remind you in this reading that you've already learned this one time. That was very interesting, right? Especially with I forgot this chaser card came out, right? Especially like this chaser, like one of you needs to let go and surrender and learn. Maybe stop expecting the other person to be a chaser. Especially if you identify with that and you're in like the masculine energy, because yeah, the feminine energy is supposed to surrender and sit back, and the masculine energy is supposed to be more, not, I wouldn't necessarily say the chaser, but much more of the more, that doesn't mean that the masculine has to initiate everything, but I'm just feeling like in this particular situation, the masculine, it's their particular pride that they're having about coming forward that's stopping some kind of union from happening. Yeah, I know you're my one and only, but I just won't tell you. But I just won't come forward. But I just won't speak it. But I just won't allow myself to feel it or to just accept it. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all that I have for you guys, Pile 2. I really hope you guys like this. I really enjoyed it. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this kind of style of reading, if you find it helpful, if you found like it resonated with you, if it, inspires you to do some kind of, checking into past lives or anything that I mentioned, any kind of like star seeds or anything like that, go for it. Get into it. Your spirits are definitely guiding you to do that and to kind of get into it. All right. If you really liked it, please give it a like. If you feel like commenting down below, like I said, um, I'm being guided to say, if this really resonated for you, to go ahead and drop a like a shooting star in the comment down below, so that way I'll know that it resonates with you. Somehow that'll be significant to me in the future. So you know, if you're feeling like that's you, go ahead and do it down below. Thank you, and thanks for doing that. I'll just go ahead and say that. And also, if you're interested, if you're new here and you feel like subscribing, please do. We'd love to have you here. I love you guys' energy. It was great. I really appreciate you giving me the time to spend with you guys right now. Check out some of my other twin flame readings if you feel guided to, or check out any of my other pick a card readings here on YouTube. I hope you guys really enjoyed this, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye. Hello, Pal 3. How are you, lovelies, doing? Wow. And you guys picked this right here, which is the elements, earth, air, fire, and water. So definite magician vibes right off the cuff. Obviously, elemental magic vibes right off the cuff. I'm hearing master manifester. I'm hearing like, okay, ooh. So I was just about to say, I'm hearing like that, like writing, like dipping in an inkwell and writing with a feather, especially with a feather. So, I'm hearing Italy. For somebody, I'm not saying that you specifically were Leonardo da Vinci, but I'm saying I keep hearing Da Vinci. So maybe you guys have studied, maybe you study his drawings, study his mechanical, engineering designs that he made. Something like that is going to resonate out there if that resonates for you. Hello, this is definitely your pio. Also, I'm hearing Renaissance, so but definitely somewhere ancient where you were writing with a quill and an inkwell, and you were doing it by candlelight, for sure. You guys might do really well. I have a really specific video that I'm thinking about that is like different ASMR like relaxation scenarios. I have one that's like a lab potion or an alchemist den where it has like kind of like a thunderstorm happening in the background, and it has like bubbling and like like glass bubbling and kind of like cauldron bubbling sounds, and it has the sound of somebody writing and like changing over the pages and writing like that. You guys might really benefit if you want to do some kind of past life regression. That you might really do that also. If you get any kind of inspiration to do any kind of like deeper research, if you do any kind of, I'm hearing like an architect, if you do any kind of like engineering or design work, you also have this your life also like tapping into things that you really enjoyed from this particular past life. Um, I'm just hearing alchemist. I keep hearing alchemist, alchemist. You might want to type that out. ASMR alchemist lab or alchemist study or something like that. You're gonna have some kind of really nice past life regression. Just make sure you're really nice and grounded before that. Do your meditation practices and definitely ask for your spirit guides to assist you before you go into this meditation. Um, and ask them, to ground you and to help you, stay grounded in this current lifetime and let your mind's wander, or just let the Akashic records download come to you. Make sure you're also really well hydrated. I'm hearing make sure that you're drinking a lot of water the day that you do this. And I'm really being guided to say that you should do it at night. You should do it at night, several hours before you plan on going to bed, because I feel like that you'll be really guided afterwards to do a bunch of research. You might even feel really guided. If you really like to practice automatic writing, you might actually want to get a feather and actually fashion an actual writing quill, or you might want to buy a writing quill, or if you want to make one yourself, kind of ask your angels to, like this. I manifested this feather into my life. It's beautiful. I did some automatic drawing for with this feather actually, and I came up with the drawing that I did for Pal 2 actually. So that's funny. That's why it has the black inkwell staining here. But you guys might want to try something like that and really do some automatic writing with it. Get into calligraphy or kind of just writing and drawing. I just felt that so strongly that you guys might. And I just want to take a moment. You see how beautiful this feather is, you guys? I don't want to brag on my spirit guides, but I'm going to brag on my spirit guides because look at this feather. I've been trying to manifest this feather for a while, but I knew that if I just let go and surrendered, that the perfect feather would come to me, and it did. I got guided really randomly in like a random tarot card reading that I was watching to mow my grass. And I was like, I have been thinking that I need to mow my lawn. And while I was mowing my lawn, sitting right beside my mailbox, I found this feather just sitting on the ground right beside my mailbox. And look how perfectly it like fits into my hand. Do you guys see that? It's so perfect. Like I'm telling you guys, I had such a good time. So if you guys are really feeling that, definitely really feel that. Uh, just kind of really get into it. I'm really feeling instinctively like you guys would really benefit for doing some automatic writing, especially with a quill tip or like some kind of especially feather. Get the feather, okay? Either buy it or make you one, you guys, okay? And if you're really, really into like the authenticness of it, you guys are manifestors. So you guys could absolutely manifest. Okay, well, your card just fell on the ground, but you're manifesting this. You can absolutely do that. You can manifest this into your life. Believe in yourself, okay? I don't know if you're doubting yourself. Believe in yourself. This took a few months to come to me, but it's the perfect feather, and I'm so happy I waited for it. And I'm so grateful for it. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. So you guys, special message is engage. That which you seek lies before you. You have but to grasp it, and it shall be. So absolutely. So if you guys have been trying to manifest something, know that your manifestations are coming to pass. Okay? Your manifestations are 100% coming to pass. Yeah, and I'm seeing a lot of visuals, you guys, too. So kind of like a little bit of shadows, like some kind of like white pops or something like that. So if you guys are seeing those are definitely representations of your spirit guides being around you. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys feel a little heavy, if your spirit guides are feeling a little heavy, do not hesitate to ask any. If you feel heavy spiritual energy around you, especially if your spirit guides are feeling a little intense, a little high vibrational for you, just really kindly, like I just had to ask one of your spirit guides, please step back from me. You know, your energy is very intense. It's a little vibrational in a little way. Not that it's not vibing with me, but it's a really intense, heavy, dominant masculine energy, and with me vibrating in the feminine energy. I vibrate pretty hard in my masculine energy as well. So I feel like our masculine energies were kind of like starting to butt heads, and I was like, are you in my space? And I was like, okay, I need to breathe a little bit. But don't be hesitant. You know, of course, don't be rude. You know, of course, don't be rude, but just be like, excuse me, please respect my space. Please step a few paces back from me, or please, dial back your energy a little bit, please, wow. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Your spirit guides also might be asking you to raise to respect them as well, because it takes a massive amount of energy for them to lower themselves to the points to connect with us on a physical level. So it's also about understanding that you need to have both, right? You need to be elevating your level, but you can also ask your spirit guides, can you dial it back just a little bit? And then I'll try to naturally raise up to your level. And I'm getting the biggest chill bumps, you guys. Like, oh my goodness. Okay, just give me just 1 second, you guys. 13333 down on the clock too. I just wanted to point that out right there. I paused right on that. So, yeah. Hey, sweetie. So if you guys do from time to time feel a little, yeah, I'm feeling like a really strong need to ground, you guys. Make sure that you're doing a ton of grounding. Oh, just hold on just 1 second. I'm sorry. Hey, sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, and that's so funny too, because I was saying that I was seeing like the pops and clicks and things, or I call them pops and clicks, but it's like where you see like light burst. So sometimes you see like light burst and stuff like that. You might be seeing those things where it looks like a flash of white lights in the air. You might see it out the corner of your eye, or kind of like in your field of vision while you're not actually looking at it, or you could actually see it while you're directly looking at it. It's so funny because I was seeing the pops and the stuff, and it was around exactly where my carnelian stones were. So I guess your spirit guides were really trying to tell me, hey, you need to ground. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew. Okay, so this spirit guide I'm feeling is very high dimensional. You also the spirit guide I'm hearing that in this particular past lifetime, I think that's why I heard Da Vinci. You might have been considered like what we would call like a genius, like genius level intellect. Because you got an extreme amount. I'm hearing like Tesla. I'm not saying that you were a Tesla, but I'm just saying something like that where you have these like really huge downloads um, about technology. Yeah, huge downloads and leaps in technology. Our understanding electromagnetic waves, something like that, or you will. This past life is really helping you remember that. Definitely. If you're feeling like going old school sometime while you're taking your notes or doing something, doing research and taking notes, definitely this past life or this higher self really likes it. There's something about that, especially if you're doing it from a gift like this, especially if you're given a gift from your spirit, like a feather in the form of a feather from your spirit guides. Definitely take that into consideration. It's obviously a major. I'm pretty sure that your Apollo is the reason why I was really guided to put this feather here. Yeah. Okay, I feel a lot more grounded now. Thank you guys. I'm sorry I had to take a moment to ground myself. Really. Okay. I'm also gonna do a little bit of Also, this past self is not really into Eastern philosophy. That just came out really hard. Like they're much more like Italian Renaissance esque or European. They're not. They don't. You didn't put a lot of. Is that what's coming out in like every single pile? You didn't put a lot of stock in Eastern philosophies. Okay, thank you very much. Wow. A lot of the same cards are coming out. So this could be your past life, or this could be you now. You might not put a lot of like I'm also hearing like new age philosophy, so like studying like crystals, or maybe you're a traditionalist, like a really like strict traditionalist, and you study more like chemical makeup sort of type. Um, and you understand that crystals and matter and certain thing has a chemical makeup that has has different properties that have different effects on your biochemistry and on things like that, but you don't really look into the spiritual side of it. It's more kind of like really logically dissecting um the elemental makeup of things. Like I'm literally seeing like a picture of like the periodic table and like breaking things down to their studying like the bonds, like chemical bonding. Um yeah, and it's much more philosophizing. Is that a word? Philosophizing on like the more like scientific um part of what people would consider spirituality. It's like two sides of the same coin. To one person, it's, oh, this crystal has this certain healing spiritual property, and to you, it's, oh, well, it has dimethyl blah 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 in it, which has like that radiates at this level or this frequency. And research, if you look into it, shows that that channels certain chemicals in your mind, which would make you think you are having divine experiences, sort of type situation. It feels like it's interesting, like a very scientific, logical mind. And I know that this is the temperance card, but I'm also hearing with that the sun behind, it's like an enlightened mind. When I was saying like genius level intellect, a really highly enlightened mind. And it's like if you were open to it, you could have a lot more divine experiences. If you were open, like you think that, and I'm not saying this is like a like any kind of slight against you or anything, because if you are a much more, if you are less etheric and you're a much more like physical, what you can see, what you can taste, what you can test sort of type person, that's just how your mind works. But there is also a message here that if you would open up your mind to a little bit more of the spiritual kind of otherworldly aspect to things, that it would help inform your scientific mind, not hinder it. That you would see, it's kind of like that, say like the, oh, magic is just science that we don't understand yet, right? And it's kind of that whole thing where it's like, oh, this kind of far out, like scientific stuff doesn't just have to be about like movies and entertainment. It can be based in reality as well. Reality is much stranger than fiction. It's much stranger than any movie or book could theorize. The reality is an amalgamation of a lot of different things. You might really do a lot of studying like parallel universes. Um, um, what is it? It's like you're like a cosmic theoretical scientist, where you're much more in the, that's much more in the abstract. It's like combining together like this really logical mindsets, like physical science, and then combining together like philosophy or abstract, like an abstract science, combining those two together to get a more like a deeper side, a deeper viewpoint. That's what your spirit guides are really asking you. In the past, you've learned this lesson. In a past life, you learned this lesson. You felt like, here with this devil card, you felt like you walked through the fire, like you were very physical about the physicality, like I said, what you could see, what you could taste, what you could touch, very 3D. This matter here in front of me that I can test, I believe in it. And then as like you found God, or you found like a higher source here with the Hierophant. And it led you to be this kind of much more, here with the Temperance card, a much more angelically led, uh, higher consciousness being. You thought that you might be the type of person that kind of, you're kind of like all that hippy dippy hoop blah 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 whatever. Oh, they believe in God, they believe in this, they believe, you kind of might, you might not be a very religious person, which is fine. You don't have to prescribe to any one religion. I don't prescribe to any one religion. I would definitely describe myself as much more just spiritual person in general. I kind of take a I take what resonates with me. I really feel like I resonate with certain things depending on different memories that I've had from past lives, different gods or goddesses that have been with me in past lives that are coming here now to help me deal with karma because of my, my past life connections and things like that. And you might find yourself really opening up to this more spiritual side here, to understanding that is much more. It's much more than just reading the words and understanding the 1, 2, 3, 4 ABCD steps. I do this, then I do that, then I do that, then the the equation is this plus that plus this equals that, and it's like you're not getting the results that you want, and you're like, ugh, like what's going on here? And there's this missing part to your manifestation, which is just belief. Belief and having faith in something that's a little more abstract. Hmm. And here too, I'm being drawn here to the wings on his feet. It wasn't not the Greek god was it Hermes that was the messenger god that had the sandals with the wings on them, being a messenger. You have a a spirit guide that's more like an enlightened soul, much more like a teacher. An ascended master specifically that's working with you. And it's an ascended master that did a lot of scientific studying, but combined, and they like they like your analytical mind. They appreciate it. I just heard they appreciate your lab work. They think it's efficient. You're quite efficient. They like the way your mind works. It's the reason why they chose you, or you chose each other. Because our spirit guides are learning things from us through being our guides as well. And it's like the spirit guide has already learned the importance of combining together this such a strong, enlightened, like super, super smart, analytical minds, and combining that together with a spiritually enlightened being as well. They like that. They feel like you don't have to be super spiritual, but just being more open minded about it, more open minded to more of the kind of scientific. You can put your own scientific spin on it if that, use kind of use the words that really resonate with you more. Kind of see that, like I was saying earlier, how it's like, yeah, we're saying the same thing, we're just saying them in different words. I'm also hearing Scorpios. You could be a Scorpio sun. I'm seeing the Scorpio sign there with the sun. So you could be a Scorpio sun. Or I'm also hearing you could be a Scorpio moon as well. Or a Scorpio, your Pluto could be in Scorpio. Or your Neptune could be in Scorpio. Deep, you're like really deep into the higher mysteries of life in your 8th house. Pay attention to what's in your 8th house. What sign and what planet is in your, if you have any in your 8th house. Okay, hold on. Getting a message here. I'm trying to figure it out. There's also some kind of ritual here with your eyes, like a morning routine or something like that with your eyes that you do with your eyes. I don't know if it's excuse me, if it's moisturize, you know, you're supposed to moisturize, put moisturizer on your eyes at night. I don't know if you're doing it during the day or something about, oh, is it contacts? Do you wear contacts? There's something about contacts here. Something about your eyes in the morning. If you have a pain in your eyes in the morning, they feel really dry. What about it, Spirit? There's a solution. If you wear contacts, you might need to change your solution. A bird. A bird. An extract from a bird. What? That's going to be some like super, I don't know if that's literal. It's going to be like some extract that has like the same name as a bird, or it has like something inside of it. Avian. It could actually have the name avian. It could be produced by a company that has avian in the name, or some kind of reference to a bird, like bluebird or something like that in the name of the company. Or if you're already using that contact solution that has the bird, change it. It's drying out your eyes. Something about being really careful. Blue box. I'm hearing blue box. Blue box. Blue box. Blue blocks. Is that the company that makes those glasses that like block out blue light? Like if you stare at a computer screen a lot, like if you're doing a lot of analyzing and you have to stare at like a computer screen, putting a lot of stuff, and you have a lot of eye pain and your eye feels really really dry. This is not sponsored or anything, but that's so weird. It just came to my mind there. So if there's something about dry eyes there, it could be the I don't know. There's just something here, you guys. I don't know if you guys, if I can get it close enough where you guys can see the symbols there, right? You see the eye, and then what looks like a sun, and then what I'm kind of viewing as kind of like a knife. So that's what I was getting, like the sharp pain. I'm talking about this column right here, right? And then look right here where it looks like a bowl, where it kind of looks like a contact lens, and then like the solution. There's something here, you guys. Definitely something about your eyes. I just wanted to show you guys where I was getting that from. You guys were like, how are you getting that from looking at that card? That's where I got that from. And then with the bird here, I got really drawn over here because look, it's that same symbol as down here, right? With the bird. Excuse me, guys. Goodness. It's just taking a lot of energy. Yep. What's on the back of the deck here? The Hermit. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. No, ma'am. Excuse me. I see you. Okay, so it has the Leo sign here, so you guys might. But I know the Hermit is also Virgo energy. But for some reason, like, there's the Leo sign here, so you guys are being really drawn to that. Dirty deeds and they're done dirt cheap. That I was like, what is the song that? Yeah, and I was like, what is that? No, that's just that part of that song is like playing in my head. Death, the death card. Oh, what is popping out here? The wheel card. What spirit? What is this? It's just popping out everything everywhere. Also, a sun in Taurus. You could have a sun in Taurus, or somebody in your life could have a sun in Taurus. The Death card is also Scorpionic energy as well. Yeah, and then here, I'm being really guided to think about a Scorpio as well. A Scorpion. A Scorpion? A Scorpion as well. But here in this, it's like, instead of having the lantern, like the hermit card does, it's like the guy's this wanderer, his clothes are on fire from the sun. And I just heard somebody say Lazarus rose from his grave. If that resonates with you guys. What is this? The Fool. To start anew. Also here, just about this alligator is reminding me of like the death card, like the judgment part, where it's like if you put your heart on the scale, and if it's not, or your soul on the scale, and if it's lighter than the feather, then you can pass. If it's not, then I cannot remember. It's the Egyptian god that is half crocodile, has like the head of a crocodile and the body of like a lion. I'm sorry. I think I'm butchering that. But it's something in there where it's like the fool, you went out by yourself to become the fool. Here too, something about a staff. There's a staff. The staff here. The staff here. And the staff here. And the staff here. Going on. Okay. The Fool's Journey. I'm hearing research the tale of the Fool's Journey in tarot. And here too, you might have been researching Greek mythology. Are you researching Greek mythology? If so, then this is another confirmation for you. Because when I saw this arrow right here, although you really could think of like Sagittarius, right? I thought of Cupid's arrow. Which is funny because when I was shuffling, I saw the Lovers card in here, and the Lovers card had in it but there's a bow being fired at the lovers instead of like the oh, sorry you guys, I got a little personal download there. My bad. I'm sorry. Excuse me. You guys might find that happens to you a lot too. You might find that you kind of wander off, and you might find yourself where you're like, oh, you're always off in your imagination or something like that. I feel like you should let yourself wander in your mind more, because you're getting downloads when that's happening to you. Like I was saying, the Lovers card. In this deck, the Lovers card, the bow is being fired. Oh look, and there's that Taurus energy again coming out here. That Taurian energy. Um, the bow is being fired at a particular choice. So it's like a divine choice. A moon in Taurus too. You could have a moon in Taurus. You are your twin flame. There's not much about your twin flame here. It's mostly just about you. Maybe you've been really distracting yourself with work, and you have been trying really hard not to think about your twin flame. Or maybe you've just been really focusing on your own personal journey. For some reason, too, right here, when I looked at this right here, I envisioned that being like a person. And for some reason, I heard breaking your back. Like I was talking about you working and doing a lot of working. And I just heard breaking your back at work. So be careful how much energy you're investing. Okay. You guys can see this. The Justice and the Empress card showing itself. Your Empress is here to balance out and bring you justice and to balance out your work situation. Something about in a past life you were too studious, too serious, too focused only on work. And that's a challenge that you're being guided to in this lifetime as well. You have a choice. One choice wants you to have a good balance between working and playing and taking care of yourself, and one choice just wants you to work and be focused on as much money and is focused on as much level mindedness as possible. These choices, excuse me, there's my dog over there, you guys. This happened in pile 1 too. She's over there playing. She's over there with her belly up, like rolling on, like rolling around, and she's like, "Excuse me, ma'am, ma'am." Hold on a second. I'm letting you know it, you guys. The second I hit pause, the second I paused the video, she just stopped. She's like, "Okay, I'm done. Done being extra now." Yeah. So one choice, you might feel like you have a very um, controlling force in your life, whether or not this is a mom that's like barking out orders or having expectations toward you, whether or not it's a like an actual relationship that you're in, or there's a choice. There feels like some kind of choice here, and it's like a choice between it kind of almost feels like a choice between what your parents or what yeah, it feels like your parents want you to do, and another choice is what your kind of heart wants you to do. Your mind, your mind is telling you no about this. Like the more logical thing to do is to do this and to do what your family wants, because they're very logical minded as well. But your heart wants you to make a different decision. You're being guided to make a different decision because you've had this choice before in the past. And it's like, do you want to walk down a very earthly, very physical, logical minded lifetime and just be closed down to other things, or do you want to open your mind and your soul up to a higher experience? So it's like a choice, like it's almost like you could go away, you could do this. It almost feels like you're like it's like your family or something expects you to choose a profession or something, or to do something one thing in particular, or to choose a particular person, or to choose a particular type of person as your mate. Like what would be like a logical, suitable choice in mates, and then it's like your heart is pulling you elsewhere, or is telling you that there's something else out there, that's something deeper, something that it wants you to really embrace and understand that it doesn't have to be one or the other, that with one choice you could be both, but with the other it's only the logic, only the cut and dry, only the dollar signs, only the this is the smart and logical choice. And it seems that way to you now, but there is another choice out there that will give you all of it, that will give you the deeper satisfaction in yourself, knowing yourself, a higher level of consciousness, as well as the financial security that you're searching for in this other choice. And it's like your spiritual path is really hanging in decision in the between two paths. And it's like, what do you want to do? What do you truly want to do? And it's a heavy place to be in, but there's so much possibility, and you're kind of almost intimidated by the possibility, but you are intrigued. Your mind wants to know more, wants to learn more, and you keep wanting to push yourself to do that. Yeah. And it's like your past selves are coming back to you in this past lifetime to tell you, I made the choice to choose the hot, um, to choose what they would consider truly enlightened, because they opened up their minds. They felt like maybe they thought you were open-minded, but then you took this time and went on this journey and truly became open-minded to higher experiences, and understanding where a lot of your inspiration and a lot of your I'll understand that a lot of your inspiration, a lot of the things that you do, a lot of the designs and scientific discoveries and things like that that you make are actually really divinely guided. It's still you discovering it. It doesn't take anything away from you, but it's like you don't, it's like you would understand and you would open yourself up to seeing higher synchronicities and things like that in your life, and it would only help you it'll only help you to lead you down a path, you know, that sometimes you need to learn that you don't need results first. You need to go with intuition first before it makes sense, before it makes logical sense to do it. Because the divine also asks us to trust and have faith, right? Trust and have faith. That's what you're being asked to do in this lifetime. And you've learned it in the past in past lifetimes from not making that choice, and from making that choice, and the difference that it made in your quality of life. 414. The universe is reminding you that you and your thoughts create your reality. Stay balanced and positive. Absolutely. Right? The magician. Wow. Right? You are the one, you know. The reality that you're actually seeking is right in front of you, but you feel like it's not. Yeah. I just heard somebody say there is no choice, but there is. You feel like there is no choice, but there is. The solution just hasn't shown itself to you yet. Swan. Ooh, look at that. Grace during transition. Absolutely. Take this transition and this changing, of life cycles like really well, and lean into your more spiritual faith, and have faith that the universe is making things work out in your highest and greatest favor, right? Because you're the one manifesting that. If you manifest that, oh, I'll never know, I'll never see that. I just literally heard somebody say, I'll never see her again. And you might say that to yourself a lot. I'll never see her again. I'll never see her again. If you say that, stop saying it. Don't say it again, period. Instead, be like, I trust the universe. If I'm supposed to it's like a sign. It's like this person keeps waiting for signs. The universe is just like busting them on top of the head with all different kind of signs, and they're just kind of like, no, like a big sign, like a big sign. The universe is like, what? You need to open your mind a little bit more too to the ways that we can communicate with you. Pink rose, sweetness. You might have seen pink roses recently, or I have pink roses on my hair. I don't know, but pink rose. I just heard could be a sign if you see pink roses, or if you're given pink roses. A rose smells so sweet. That's what I just heard. No, I'm misquoting that, but I can't. What is it? Something about a rose smelling sweeter, or I just heard a rose never smelled so sweet. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. A rose of another name. Something. Oh yes. What is that? Um, a rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. There it is. That's the one. That's the one, right? Like, is that the one, right? That's it, right? Because you can definitely tell me. I mean, you can tell me down in the comment section. But I think that's it. I think that's what I was searching for. A rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. So, it's kind of like it might not look like a rose, but it smells like a rose. Something about outward appearances. Like outward appearances are not what they seem. So maybe something that looked sweet turned out to be a little sour, and something that looked like it would be sour in hindsight was like sweet. Like so kind of like a diamond in the rough sort of type situation. Like going for what looks right on the outside is not always, what looks right logically from the outside isn't always right. Dropping out of college to create your own business doesn't seem like the best thing to do, but you know, Steve, I'm not even saying I might be misquoting this. Dropping out of college to create Facebook or create your own business. Steve Jobs creating his own business or creating Apple. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know intimately the details of that stuff, but it is like those situations where you hear it's like it's not always the truth, right? Because what is it called? Not survivor bias, but I think it could be where it's like yeah, it's easy for that person that actually made it, but you're not hearing all the other stories, but it is kind of like this. You're a master manifester. Believe that you're living in the reality where you're going to make it and it's going to happen. Believe you're living in the reality that you are going to see this person that you want to see so bad. Instead of telling yourself, oh, you just need to get over it. You're never going to see that person again. You're just never going to see that person again. Say, I will look forward to the day when I meet that person again. I look forward to the day when I will be able to see this person and express how I feel or express the things that were left unsaid between us. I look forward to that day. Um, Hopefully, I'm healing myself and going about my spiritual journey in the meantime. I am experiencing these things and going about my spiritual journey in the meantime. I look forward to the day when I can be in this person's life again, or where, you know, it it will happen. The universe will conspire, is conspiring for me, helping me, not against me. 333, absolutely. Divine gifts, divine guidance. Listen to your divinely guided messages that you're getting. 1343, your angels and ascended masters are weaving your thread, right? Give it time. You are protected. They are sending you abundance. Be open to your blessings, right? Be open to the blessings that you're being sent. They might not come in the package that you expect them to. It might not be as easy, clean cut as you expected it to, but this is for your highest and best good. 1111. Not only the twin flame number, but also 111 for wish fulfillment, manifestation. You are manifesting your dreams and wishes. Stay positive. The universe is on your side. Holy crap! I literally just said that. Understand that the universe is on your side. Okay. 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 No, I want to pull these cards first. Are you guys enjoying this? This feels like more of like a read for you guys, being like your spirit guys being like, you need to do this and you need to do that. Um, but okay, you could be in separation, like I was saying. Like I'm never gonna see this person inside. Accept what you're supposed to be doing um during this separation, right? Have faith in your dreams. Keep your dreams alive. Absolutely. You're having dreams. You're having significant dreams. You could be dreaming of this person. Yeah. They are trying to tell dreams. They're trying to tell you something. Keep a dream journal. I'm dreaming of you. So you or this person could be dreaming of each other. If you're dreaming of this person, they're dreaming of you too. Chaser, I feel like I need to hold on. Someone is holding on. Let go and surrender to the divine. Have faith in yourself and in your twin. Absolutely. Have faith that in the divine. Have faith that the divine will put in front of you when you are ready. That you and this person will come back together when you're ready. Yeah, when you've dropped your karmic cycles. Okay, because it's your soul contract. It's your soul contract. Okay, because this is true love. This is the real thing. The real thing reveal the real thing. Time reveals all. True love isn't simply given, it is earned. It takes work and commitment. Keep an open heart and a clear mind. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. During this separation. Twin flame. Twin flame separation. Okay. You're in twin flame separation. Keep an open heart and an open mind and just do your shadow work. Towers. The universe is taking away things that don't serve you. Let that doesn't serve you go. And understand that what is not for you will be taken away and the universe will replace it with much more. Absolutely. Star. Enlightenment. You're being guided through messages, signs, and dreams. Listen carefully. Okay? Those numbers might be significant for you. Well, shadow work, right? Climb deep inside. Say hello to your shadow self. Accept the parts of yourself you cannot change and release. And release. See the dark cannot exist without the light. All right? See that the dark, chaos, who knows, unknown, also has to exist within the light shown right in front of you, existing. I can see it plain as day with my eyes. Both of those things have to exist together simultaneously. Okay? New moon. Okay, wait. I'll read that. Okay, look at that. Life's purpose, too. The ending and beginning of a new cycle. Draw from the power of the void. I just said that, right? Like the darkness, drawing from the power of the void, chaos energy, right? You should use this time to recharge and ground yourself. Endless new possibilities. I just said that too. There's endless new possibilities with the choice that you have here. Wow. Good job, Spirit. Life's purpose. You are discovering your life's true purpose. You are fulfilling your contracts and healing your traumas. Keep your head up. This path takes time. Absolutely. So don't feel like just because you and this person, it's like, oh, if me and this person were meant to be, would be together right now. That's not always true. Sometimes you need the time to learn to be the pupil. Okay? Yes. Honesty. Radical self-honesty is required for this journey. Turn inward and listen to your soul's truth. Absolutely. Divine protection. Twin flame. Okay, this is divinely protected, okay? This connection is divinely protected. Relax. Let go of your codependency. Your codependency on needing to know, of needing things to make logical sense. Let go and surrender. This is a twin flame journey. It doesn't always make, it's not going to make logical sense. What is this popping up here? Learn to set healthy boundaries between you and every relationship in your life. Keep an open mind and an open heart. Wow. And then two here, meditation. Breathe in the love, light, and knowledge of the universe. Travel inward, still your mind, and listen to your heart. Yes, you are manifestation. You're manifesting this connection. Just calm down, chill out. You're manifesting it, okay? It's coming. It's coming to pass. Keep up with your manifestations, okay? Wow. Okay. Messages. And messages from your person. I choose you in a heartbeat. This person, it's like the choice, right? You know the choice. You know the choice. You know the choice. Maybe you've already made it, but there's something deep inside of you that's still holding back on this choice. Otherwise, you two would be together and separation would be over. You know, you'd be healed. Like, there's still healing. There's still stuff you have to do. You've made your choice, but now you need to do the healing that's required for making that choice. I'm forgiving myself for my actions. I hope you will too. Wow. Yeah. So this person is like, please forgive me. You know, I'm having to focus on myself. Hermit mode right now. Right. I'm focusing on myself. I'm healing myself. I hope you're doing the same. And I have to just have faith out there in the universe that we're coming back together. Absolutely. I am so thirsty. Hold on. I'm so sorry, you guys, but wow. Whew. Wow. Oh, wow. And I'm watching you. So you are this person, like you're watching. I'm hearing the masculine. The masculine is watching some kind of way, maybe social media or something. Or maybe they also feel like people are watching them. Maybe they feel like their family or other people are like watching them really closely, feeling judged by their choices, judged by not making the logical choice. So I just heard. We are so abundant. Yeah. This person feels like so much abundant energy with you. And then two, like this, uh-oh, that was two set together. Oh, wow. Okay. Anyway, I'll read that in just a second. This with this, we are so abundant. It was like this here with the temperance card, right? Like the, wow. I have this like higher knowledge, higher self together, combining together here, right? The two cups coming together, combining, mixing it together. It's like you underestimated this person as to like the wealth and abundance they could add to your life. Not necessarily financially, but their mind, what their mind and their thought process and how differently you two think is actually like it's like a strength instead of a weakness. Forgive and let go. All right, forgive and let go. That kept coming up. Let go, let go, let go. Forgive yourself. I'm forgiving myself for the actions. You also forgive yourself for your actions, for your past actions. Do your shadow work, right? Climb deep inside and say hello to your shadow self. I'm not your man, but I'll be your right now. So this could be what this person is forgiving themselves for. This person could have came at you, or you could have came at this person in a very kind of like low vibrationally, like, oh, maybe we can just hook up. You know, I'm not your man, but I'll be your right now. I'll be with you for right now. Or maybe this person feels like there's not uh, something about logically. Remember, like how I was saying, like here, where I was just saying, like, oh, it's your differences in minds, your difference in opinions, your difference in worldview. It's not a weakness. It's actually a strength, and it actually you two come together to make a much more like rounded worldview. And though sometimes you might disagree, in the end, you're stronger from being able to see somebody else's viewpoint that's so radically different from yours in some ways. But in the end, it's like the more you get to know this person, the more you're like, we're really different, but we're actually a lot alike in different ways. And we kind of really complement each other. It's like you and this person really complement each other. The way your mind thinks and it works. Like it complements each other even if you don't necessarily agree with each other all the time. Hmm. Yeah, and I'm just being reminded again to say, you guys, get you some carnelian, get you some red jasper. Work on your grounding for sure. Okay. So I have a K, a T, an E. Ketchup. I just heard ketchup. Like ketchup. I'm playing ketchup. Uh, a G, a P, and a Y. So key, the key. You might feel like this person has the key to something. PT, PT. One of you might be like in the military. I just heard peg. I won't say anything about that, but one of you guys might like that. It is an 18 plus rate, so maybe not look that up if you're not over 18. Oh, but I just heard Peggy, like Peggy Hill. Peggy Hill. You or this person might like King of the Hill. PE. You guys also might really like to like work out. Pets. You guys might have a lot of pets. You might really be into animals. I also heard keg. Keg. Some of you might really be into partying or drinking beer, or in your college. I heard in my college days, or you could be in college now. Get KY. I just heard that, get KY. Okay, like maybe that'll help you out there. I don't know who needed to hear that, but get some KY. Maybe you're out. Maybe you're out and you're watching this and it'll remind you. It'll be like, oh, let me stop by on the way home and get some KY because we're out. Okay, I hope I help you out. Also heard KT, like Kentucky. Your person might be Kentucky or from Kentucky. Why is there like this these letters here have a lot of kind of like adult themes underneath them? I'm not sure why. Maybe you're kind of bearing that underneath. It's weird that it came out at the very, very end. It was also like, I'm also kind of kinky. It's like this person is bearing feelings. Oh, right. With this, I'm not your boyfriend, but I'll be right now. Maybe this person kind of approached you in a more like sexual manner, like hiding like deeper feelings. Or maybe they were just like, I'll just, I'll just hit it and quit it or something like that. And this person got either like this person got stuck or hung up with somebody else because they were trying to be in hit it and quit it mode, or they tried to do that to you and you were like, no. Or maybe you were like, okay, yeah, and but they're something about that where they're kind of just like, I'm regretting that. I feel regrets. If this person did, there's regrets around this kind of hit it and quit it energy. I'm not your man, but I'll be your right now. This kind of like keeping it casual, let go, and they're forgiving themselves. They're like, please forgive me for doing that. If this person did something like that or ghosted you, or was like, please forgive me, like I got involved with something else and that slowed me down. So I've just needed some extra time. Is there something else you want me to see, Spirit? Oh, kept. Kept. Yeah. Kept. 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 It kept me from you. GY. This could be somebody's initials or YG. YG. That's familiar to me. YG. Hmm. I just heard a mindset, some kind of like mindset. That's weird. Something tied into the YG. Kept, like I was kept from you. Kept. We were kept apart. We were kept in the separation. Oh, why? Why, G? Why, God? Why, God, are you keeping us apart? It's not time. Yeah. All right. All right. Your manifestations will come to pass when it is time for them to come to pass. All right, and I just felt that last little message needed to be said. All right, you guys. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed this. If you guys feel drawn to any of their piles, please go check those out. If you're new here, and not all of my readings are so like psychedelic and far out there. This reading has been kind of really like higher dimensional, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I have really loved it. I've loved doing this reading. If you guys have really enjoyed this, you know, like, let me know, comment down below and let me know if you really enjoyed this kind of like different kind of reading that I'm doing here with this past life. And kind of like tied in specifically to your twin flame. I'm really liking this. I'm really liking the messages that I'm getting from your spirit guides out of it. It's really, I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are too. If you really enjoyed it, please let me know. If you want to see more like this, please let me know. And if you're new here, think about subscribing. Think about sticking around with me. I have other twin flame readings that are more just like collective readings or collective consciousness readings. I have a bunch of different stuff. So you guys just check it out if you feel guided to. Give it a like if you liked it. Give it a share if you feel like somebody needs to hear about it. If you're new here, please think about subscribing and sticking around. Please go check out some of my other videos if you feel guided. I hope, and I'm wishing you guys so much luck out there on your spiritual journey. Okay, bye. Hey, Paul 4. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well, lovelies. I have here your very crooked sketch. Just notice how crooked on there it is. It's like super, super crooked. Anyway, you guys might kind of like kind of point out or kind of like look at things like that. So you guys have this drawing right here. It's super quick intuitive sketch that I did. And as soon as I switched over to you guys' pile, I started hearing the French Montana song with Sway Lee, Unforgettable. Yeah. Like as soon as I picked up the cards, I started hearing that the kind of what is it called, like the Caribbean drumming that's in like the very beginning of it. Yeah. And it's just like you are unforgettable. You are unforgettable. I need to leave you alone. Ooh, right now. A fucking good time, never had nobody. And on your level too. Gonna do what lovers do. Not enough for me, too much for you. Okay, yeah. I just keep hearing that song. Like, it's just playing so loudly in my mind. It's like, my goodness. You guys might be partying. You guys might be listening to music. Something about, yeah, drinking Bacardi. I keep hearing that, drinking Bacardi. Okay. With the star and the Hierophant here. Okay. You might be in the limelight, I just heard. Or the Judgment card. Also committed. Right? That part where it's like we in a marriage part, like we in a marriage. Kept committed, and it's some kind of committed relationship or something. Oh, the High Priestess. Yes, the High Priestess came out again. When I was shuffling a minute ago, the High Priestess really stood out to me. Wow, yeah. I just heard that. Why don't you go and get some bad bitches and bring them home? Yeah. The part of that song is still just like... We are not married. Whoa, don't tell nobody. Okay. The Tower card. Okay. In this past lifetime, you and your twin flame, like you or your twin flame might have been married, and you might have been like creeping around on the side. Or like at first. Or you might identify with that being like your reality now. And there's the Judgment card. What's on the back? The Empress. And then look what slid out as soon as I was trying to look what's on the back. The freaking Death card. Transforming. What's on the Devil? Oh my gosh. Half it. What's here? The Strength card. Wow. Masculine energy. Masculine energy here might identify with Leo, right? Leo energy here. Or actually I'm hearing that it could also be a masculine energy in like the female form. Temperance card. A lot of look, I'm really being drawn. I was really being drawn to like the sun, like the right here. When earlier in Paul, was it just this last Paul? Yeah, Paul 3. In Paul 3:2. In Paul 3:2, I got drawn to really feeling like the hanged one, like coming to a realization with that. And the Empress card is giving me that too. So it's like the feminine and the masculine energy coming to like this higher self-realization. Yeah. And the sun. Look, with that still, with the rays, the sun rays coming down. The sun, the sun, the sun. And it's funny too, because that song, the song, the Unforgettable song, always reminds me of kind of like the Caribbean for some reason. And now I'm feeling like the Caribbean. You're gonna meet this person in the Caribbean? Look, and then the Hermit card with the sun. The sun, the sun, the sun, the sun, the sun. The sun is such a big thing for you guys. Yeah. Yeah, I want to read like your guys' message. Angels walk beside you. Follow the sacred path. Surrender to the divine will. Yeah. I just heard making a choice. Making a choice. Making a choice. The Lovers. I feel like the Lovers card. No. The Fool and the Star card though. The Fool and the Star card. And the Emperor. Look at that. The Emperor and the Empress. Making a choice. Having the strength to make a choice. To make the right choice. I just heard. What about the Strength card you want me to look at? I feel really drawn to like her headdress here. Cobra. Something about a cobra. I don't know. That's going to resonate for you guys. Let's show you as I can. Yeah. Something about a cobra too. To here, the divine feminine is getting all kind of downloads, especially through birds. That's what I'm hearing. Like, look how she's here, and she's like, this bird is like flying. She's like catching a bird, and it's like giving her like this like spiritual, like the spiritual downloads right there. She's having enlightenment. Yeah. And then with the high priestess here too. Ooh. Judgment. With the Judgment here card, I'm hearing led down the wrong path. Led down the wrong path by temptation. Led down the wrong path by temptation. That caused like a tower, some kind of tower moment here. It's so weird with the other piles. It very clearly came to me really quickly, like the past lives. But this feels more like talking about this current life. But this is about the past life spirit. So another card. There's another card in here. You know, I'm gonna pull. Okay. Okay. So, apparently they wanted me to pull these three cards. The Lovers. Right? Surrender. As soon as I was looking for it, as soon as I surrendered, out it popped. The Lovers. Thank you, Spirit. With the Chariot card here, too. Okay. So, the Strength card, right, was on the back of the deck. It kept pulling itself. The Death card showed itself with the Empress. And then the World card. Did it show itself, too? Okay. You guys got way more cards than everybody else did. That's okay. That choice, right? A choice that led you, a choice. You felt like in the past, listening to your intuition, listening to your higher self, led to a tower moment that you felt like threw you off your life path, and you were led away, or you got led off of your true life path, away from your intuition by something kind of dark. Could have just been, fears, anxiety, just in general, devil, worries, fears, anxiety, the loss of like hope with that star card showing itself again and again and again, something like that. And you feel like it led you off your path, and it led to this moment here, right, where your soul was being weighed, and you were heavier, because right, if you actually see this, the soul is actually heavier than the feather here. It's lower down. Yeah. But it taught you strength. It taught you to have strength and conviction in yourself and in your spiritual path. And then you came back. And now this past life is wanting you to remember this lesson. To remember, I'm having forgive, like to forgive yourself, and then to also to not be led off of your spiritual path by temptation. I'm hearing about instant gratification, like quick fix. I'm hearing quick fixes. Don't be scammed. That's what I'm scamming by quick fixing, taking shortcuts. It invites some kind of darkness into your life when you do something. When you did something, you could have tried to cast some kind of. You could have gotten some kind of spell work done or something on this person or on yourself, and it was something maybe a little darker than you realized. Maybe darker than who, if you like bought the spell or the person did it, maybe they did it wrong, but it just invited more anxiety and more like separation and more karma into this situation. Yeah. Mm. Heavy, like suddenly my back feels heavy, like I'm carrying a lot of burdens on my back. but it's like burdens that I put there myself. Not just from like karma, but it's also like being trapped in your own mind, like feeling like I don't have a choice but to carry these things. I don't have a choice but to do these things. I have this expectation on me, and so I have to do it. And it's like, okay, I'll just figure out like a quick fix. I'll take shortcuts. I'll do it the maybe not so nice way. Maybe not so. Maybe I'll, you know, knock over a few people on my way up because I need this, or I need to do this. And it's like you can't take quick fixes or quick instant gratification stuff when it comes to your spiritual path. The divine knows the difference. You can't lie to your spirit guides and to things like that like you can, or energetically, or if you tried to do some kind of spell work, some kind of like love potion or something like that on your, or love spell or something like that on your twin flame, that just caused a lot more drama because it invited more anxiety and more separation and more karma between the two of you. And it probably honestly rebounded on you and brought a lot of karma into your life, and now you're kind of dealing with that, either you or this person, or somebody could have done this to you and it just had some kind of effect on you and your twin flame journey. I'm hearing like control, like you're um like you tried to control something that you shouldn't have, that there was no need to try to control. And I've heard you've made the same mistake in a past life, and your intuition tried to tell you, don't make the same mistake again, but you didn't listen. But now your intuition is like, okay, now you need to listen to me now. You need to have the strength and the conviction to make it through this cycle, to uh let whatever towers need to fall in your life fall. And make a choice, make a decision, and stick with it. Yeah, Emperor. Be in your Emperor decisive mode. Okay, just one more card. Something else. Temperance, be patient. Yeah. Be patient when you're in your homework mode. Be patient. Wow, and look, those cards came right back out. And look, oh my gosh, the star. That's crazy. And the Fool. The Fool showed itself too. Ooh, and the Magician. I'm hearing a pile 3. You might also be drawn to pile 3 with the wheel. Timing. All about timing. Enlightenment is coming. Trust in divine timing. Trust and have faith. That was your mistake before, is you didn't trust and have faith. You tried to control something that you shouldn't have tried to control. And you know, it incurred some karma, but it's okay, you're working through it. Just remember, surrender. Your angels will show you, surrender to the divine will. Stop trying to control things that aren't for you to control. You have angels that are walking beside you. They're also protecting you. If somebody tried to do some kind of spell work on you, remember that you're being protected. That you're being divinely guided and divinely protected. Codependent, yeah. We need some space. apart to grow. Absolutely. Let go of the thought you need anyone else to feel completed. You are a whole, not a half. Absolutely. Yeah, you might have felt like you needed to control this person. That might have been why you were just like, "Oh my God, I don't want to let this person go. I'm gonna cast a spell on them or something like that, or I'm gonna will them to be in my life." But you you realize that your twin flame is your match, so you can't will another person as strong, just as mentally strong and capable as you to be with you. You have to vibrate on the same level and accept that person. This person's spirit guides and this person's will, psychic will, rejected you, which is why whatever you tried didn't work. And you need to understand that you need, instead of trying to control this person, you need to open up and be more vulnerable with them and to surrender to them, so they surrender to you and you're both surrendering to the divine. It's all about letting go of that control, of that codependency need to be right and need to control things. And you needed to understand there needed to be space in between the two of you so that you could grow and they could grow. Yeah, because you felt like you had to have them in your life. You needed them to become a better version of yourself, or you needed them, or you wanted to use them. You could have even had that sort of type thing about it, where you were like, yeah, maybe you weren't looking at them very high vibrationally, and you needed that time apart to realize what this person meant to you and what they were supposed to mean to you. Soul tribe. Call in your soul tribe. They're here in the third and fifth dimension to help you. Yeah. So, and look, double magician. The magician came out for you too. Wow. Yeah. Magician, you are connected to elemental magic. Manifest the reality you seek. Yeah. That's what you were trying to do, is manifest the reality that you were seeking. But you might have not really, like, you might have not, it's not like, I don't know if you intended for it to be dark, or if it was just kind of corrupted by your darker, like your low vibrational thought process. It wasn't like, I love this person and I really care for them. I feel the need. I want them to be in my life. So, let me just put out there to the universe that I want to be with this person. You were like, no, I need this person. I have to be with them. They're mine. They're supposed to be mine. We're supposed to be together. Either you did this or somebody did this to you, and it really messed up. I'm seeing that Lover's card again in my mind. So it could be you, or it could be you or a past person that you or your person could have been connected to. Call in your soul tribe. Yeah. Call in your spiritual team to help you. And that you have a very a powerful spiritual team, and so does your person. So know that you are protected. It's very possible that you and this person needed some time apart because you were supposed to meet other members. You were this in this time apart, you will meet other people that will be really relevant, or that could be people in the meantime. Even though you might feel like you're going apart from this person, you might actually be coming back together, but you don't see it. To you, it feels like you're going further away, but while you're supposedly moving further away, you're gonna meet the person that like connects the two of you back together, or meet the person that'll put you in the circumstance for you to meet each other again, or something like that. Runner. Every other pile got chaser. You guys got runner. Someone is running away. Will this push you further apart or pull you back together? Read the energy. Exactly what I just said, right? You might think that is this pull, going off and doing this and doing my own thing, or doing this, spending this time apart to grow. Is this pushing us further apart? Is it pulling us back together? And that's up to you and your healing journey and your soul contract. Yeah. Meditation is really going to help you right now. Try to keep like your mind really quelled. Yeah, meditation. Do some kind of twin flame meditation. That's what I just heard. Psychic connection. Master psychic connection. So the two of you might have a really deep psychic connection to each other. Your third eye is open. You are connecting with this person on a psychic level. You're not crazy. Yes, they hear your thoughts. So you are super deeply psychically, third eye, astrally, like in the higher dimensions connected to this person. You might even feel like you have like conversations in your mind with this person. Twin flame. That's because they're your twin flame. Soul completion, an intense connection. Let go. Let the energy flow. Don't hold on too tight or too loosely. Absolutely, right? So let it flow. Let it go. Let it flow. Let it be. Stop trying to control it. That meditation just keeps showing itself to me again and again and again. And look at that. Psychic meditation. Okay, like when you guys could be, when you're meditating, you guys could be like psychically connecting to each other. Or you might be using meditation to kind of psychically project yourself out to this person. Ooh. Honesty. Honesty. Psychic connection. Honestly. This is happening. I don't know if you're like really like, is this really happening? Yeah. Didn't I say, yeah, this connect here. Divine protection. This connection is divinely protected. Relax. Relax. This is divinely protected. Separation. You're in separation for a reason. I need space to myself. Please be patient, understanding. This isn't about you, it's about me. Absolutely. And then here, soul contract. This is a soul contracted separation or soul contracted. Everything that has happened has been soul contracted to happen to teach you lessons. You both have chosen this path and made an agreement. What is your lesson? What promise does your soul need to keep? Okay, what promise does your soul need to keep? What's your lesson? What are you doing with my handwriting? What are you trying to do? That's a message out there for a specific person. Whenever you watch this. Careful. Careful. Divine protection. Okay. Careful. Honesty. Healthy boundaries. You need to learn them. Healthy boundaries. Trying to control this person. Trying to control your twin. Trying to manifest them with different techniques. To you, you could just be trying out different techniques. Oh, does this work? Does that work? I've heard about this. I wonder if that works. Can I do that? Can I do this? And even though you might be doing it, like some of it you're not doing innocently. Some of it you're doing to really get into this person's mind and be like, come to me. I just heard come to me spell. Some of you might be doing a come to me spell, or you might have done a come to me spell. Forgive. Forgive yourself. And ask for this person's forgiveness too. Projection. It projected back. That come to me spell projected back on you. If you're feeling obsessed with this person, that's why. If you're feeling like completely and utterly obsessed with this person, like you can't stop thinking about them, you just want to run out to them, yeah, that's why. I heard somebody say, fuck. Yeah, yeah, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You need to study up. I'm sorry, not that I think that you're not studied, but yeah, manifestation. You need to be careful what kind of forms of manifestation that you're doing. Make sure, what's your intent behind your manifestation? Is it control? Yeah. Heal your inner child and surrender. Surrender to the divine. Go to your quiet place. Find yourself there. Start anew. Nurture yourself. Forgive yourself. Transmute any fear or doubt into eternal love. If you have a lot of fear and doubt about this coming into fruition, it might have been why you were just like, this person means so much to me. I can't let them go. I need them to come back to me. I need them to come back to me. I need to get another chance to tell them the truth. I got desperate and I just did something and I tried something. Yeah. Look at that with that master psychic connection coming. I tried something. I tried to control this person's mind. It's literally what you did. You tried to control this person's mind. And you're incurring a lot of karma because of it. Because they're divinely protected. This person is divinely protected, just like you are. This person is divinely protected. You tried it. Like, meditation. Meditate on this. Yeah, you tried to meditate and like control this person's mind. Alright, hold on, you guys. Sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, so you tried to control this person's mind. What are you doing? Yeah, you incurred a karmic cycle because of that. Yeah. Meditation. Breathe in the love, light, and knowledge of the universe. Travel inward, still your mind, and listen to your heart. Yeah. You need to step back and stop trying to control this connection so much. That psychic connection, look at that. That psychic connection still, it's haunting. It's haunting you. It's making you feel like you don't have healthy. This person had to healing yourself. You're healing yourself from understanding the psychic connection, diving into people's minds and trying to control what they do, or trying to dive into their mind so much to figure out who they are and what they're doing. Divine honesty. Honesty. The divine path forward is patience and honesty. Look at that. Divine path, patience, and honesty. Like I was saying earlier, opening up to this person, being honest with this person, instead of trying to pick apart and analyze this person and, think of the best way to get into their minds and to, put yourself in the best possible running. Just come forward and be open and vulnerable with this person and be honest about what you want and who you are and, what you want from this connection. Pupil, yeah. Take this person under your wing. You are here to guide them on their divine path. Be patient. Be kind and patient. So this is that divine path. Be kind and patient. This is the pupil card. That's what was showing itself. It showed itself several times in this. Or maybe you felt like you had some kind of, like, you were further along on your path, so you were trying to divinely, like, put this person on a certain path, but it's like this person needs to find their own divine path. Yeah. Divine blessing. You have been given or will receive a divine gift. Use it wisely. Keep an open mind. Gifts come in many shapes and sizes. The divine works in mysterious ways. Yeah. So everything that happened is in the end going to be some kind of gift, because it's going to teach you. It's going to change the way that you think, change the way that you operate. It's going to be a divine gift in hiding. What's this? Towers. Spirit is taking away all unnecessary things from your life. Let the towers fall to rebuild your foundation. Absolutely. That's the towers card. True love. Okay, I want to read the back of True Love because I know the real thing. Time reveals all. True love isn't simply given or taken, it is earned. It takes work and commitment. Keep an open heart and a clear mind. Yeah. You are discovering your life's true purpose. You are fulfilling your contracts and healing your traumas. Keep your head up. This path takes time. Yeah, it just takes time, you guys. It takes time. And you were trying to control timing. You were trying to control this person's thought or this person's like process, healing process or something. You're trying to hurry it up or trying to control when and where it was going to happen. You need to surrender. Surrender. Okay? Absolutely. Okay. Wait. These are. Okay. Messages from that person. Okay. 1435. Angel number 1435. Embrace the change. Life is moving forward. Make the changes you need to make in order to have the life you want to manifest. New opportunities are coming. Yeah. Archangel Michael. Protection. The flaming sword and the shield of white light. Yeah. This is protected. You and this person are protected. So just let the divine show you your true path forward, okay? 583, angel number 583. You are making positive changes. This is bringing you closer to your angels and ascended masters. Absolutely, right? So for sure, you're making positive changes in your life. You're learning so much from going through all of this, from the karma, from the tower, from the tower moments that you're having in your life, right? You're learning so much from all of this that you're going through. All these tower moments, all this being led astray. You felt like being led astray really hindered this, but what it really did was help you because it taught you. One, it taught you to listen. You could have gone and entered a different karmic cycle or gone into a different relationship with somebody else. And that really taught you to listen to your intuition because your intuition told you not to do it, but you still did it. And now, the divine came through, kicked your butt with some karma, kicked your butt with a real karmic situation, right? With a real piece of work is what I'm hearing. And now you're learning, how to really trust your intuition and trust where you're being guided to go, right? Absolutely. Eagle, spiritual guidance and messages. Absolutely. So now you're much more willing to trust like what's coming about for you. You're much more willing to trust your intuition and to put yourself in somebody else's circumstance. You might have tried to do this to this person, try to control them, control their mind, something like that, control the timing and when it was going to happen and where it was going to happen. And then because of that, it rebounded on you and you found yourself in a relationship with somebody who was just as controlling or somebody who was just as kind of dark, who was just as kind of let me get into your mind and try to control how you think, how you feel, who you are, and you were like, oh no, like, is this what it's like to be on the other side of this? Like, yes. And you learned that lesson and it was an important lesson. You needed to learn it. So this tower moment happened to you for an extremely important reason so that you could learn judgment, so that you could learn discernment, so that next time that this temptation comes to you, you can be like, nah, I'm good, right? Nah, I'm good. I'm going to listen to my intuition. Yeah. The wheel. But I picked it up in reverse, though. It was upright. The Hanged Man. There's the Hanged Man. It finally showed itself. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. Excuse me so much. But these readings have really taken a lot out of me. translucent. I'm really being drawn right here to noticing. I was noticing how this artist did the, you know, you could see the other side of this where it continues up through her shawl or her whatever it is that she has, her wrap that she has wrapped around her, where it's like translucent. And it's about learning when to be translucent and when to not be translucent, when to be silenced like the high priestess, right, and when to be um obvious or forthright with exactly everything that you're thinking. Not, it's not about like lying or selective truthing or whatever you want to call it, you know, like it's more just about knowing when the spirit has told you something that's just for you and when spirit has told you something that you need to share with other people. You might feel like you shared something with somebody else and you got wrapped into something. You got wrapped into something and it ended up making you feel like you got trapped in some kind of karmic cycle and you're like, oh God, why did I even open my mouth? Why did I do this? Yeah. A pain in my neck. I just heard a pain in my neck. Pain in my back, pain in my neck, working hard, never feeling like heard, and you know, I felt controlled all the time, and oof. Just hate this feeling. Just hate this feeling. Can I hear somebody say, I hate this feeling. I don't ever want to feel this way again. Okay. Yes. Let's get some messages for you from this person. You are just right for me. And I'm feeling like you felt the need to control and make sure that you felt like this person was just right for you. Just right for you. I want to be by your side, but I can't right now. Yeah. Taking the time that you need in this separation to learn these lessons. I want to be by your side, but I can't. I'm learning these lessons right now. I love our kids. Okay, so you and this person could have kids together, or they could really like the thought of having kids with you. Or this person could be in a situation where they were married or they were with somebody else. I did say that at the very beginning, right? That this person could be married and that they're really hung up on kids, or they could have gotten a karmic situation, like a karmic person pregnant, or they could have already had a family or something like that when they met you. Just temptation, but that I got tempted. Somebody got tempted into something that was that quick gratification. Was not saying that earlier. That quick gratification that turned into, oh, I just, you know, I just wanted to have a good time, but then I got somebody pregnant or something like that. You know, that keeps kind of coming up in our consciousness. There's somebody out there that watches. I think there's several people out there that watch the videos where there's a group of divine masculines out there that have gotten a karmic situation pregnant. And this pile might resonate with that. You are your person, or you're your person. And this person could be like, I love my kids, or I love my kids and that, and I don't want to misalign myself with that. Yes. Okay. That's how you feel? Yes. Or this person is just like, yes, I would say yes. Like, I want to say yes. I want to say yes to coming towards you. I want to say yes to being with you. Spring. So some major changes can happen for you and this person during during the spring right now. Between the spring and the summer. Yeah. Yeah. Or this person could have found out that this karmic person was gonna have a baby this spring. Or they had a baby this spring or something. I don't know. Let's get just the Moonology. I just realized I did not pull Moonology cards for the last pile, but it was okay. They were already that pile was already so so long by itself anyway. Actually, I think Surprisingly, pile 2, I think, has been like the longest pile so far. And pile 1, like usual, pile 1 is the shortest. But hey, it is what it is, you know? Okay. Oh, excuse me, guys. A time for healing. Right now is a time for healing. Don't let pride get in your way, too. Also, a little note there. Was it pile 2? Pile 2 that came out in so much. The pride, the issues with pride. I think that was. One more time. Believe in the impossible. Be bold and make the first move. Maybe you're hesitant to make the first move. So much just came out. Oh, look at this. You and your loved ones are safe. Wasn't I just saying, right? The kids. I'm worried about the kids. I'm worried about my family. Yeah. Yeah. Confidence is key to your success. It's a lot of Leo energy in all these piles tonight. A personal issue reaches resolution. Wow, Cancer energy. A lot of Cancer energy too. Wow. Okay. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Nothing is yet set in stone. And a fiery climax approaches. I'm just gonna go ahead. That's so weird. Was that this pile or the last pile that I said have faith in your dreams? And there's the have faith in your dreams card. What's this? Meditate and contemplate. So that kept coming up, the meditation. That meditation, contemplating, meditating, thinking. Doing a lot of thinking, a lot of fantasizing too. If only. I keep hearing that. If only. Okay. There's also, I'm seeing here, or the way these cards are falling down here, I'm seeing this new moons, 3 new moons, 3 new moon cycles. There's something significant about the timing there. 3 more months, 333. 333 also came out in the last pile 3. Take time out to breathe. Yeah, so it's a time for healing. Take time out to breathe. Work through your fears. Take this time in the separation apart to really work through your fears, to meditate, contemplate, really contemplate on the things that have happened and why things happen the way that they have. There's a fiery climax approaching. I'm really feeling like Emperor energy here with this Aries energy. If you are a masculine, work through your fears about your family, about your any kind of personal issues that you have. Take time out to breathe. Take this time to work through your fears and breathe. Breathe through everything that's happening right now. Okay? Show the world the real you. Adjustments are required. Show the world the real you. Be true to who you truly are. But also, there's some adjustments that are required about your pride. Absolutely, that pride card came out. Don't let pride get in your way. What do you need to release? That's so funny that fell out under release your fears. There's something else. Something else. Okay, thank you. A new romantic cycle begins. So if you're really worried about that, don't be. A new romantic cycle is beginning. The energy is gaining momentum. Oh, it's cut on it again, so I'm going to show it. Nothing will come. Okay, nothing will come of this situation. Nothing will come of holding on to your pride. Nothing will come of holding on to your pride, and nothing will come. Have faith in your dreams. Release your fears and your doubts. Release your fears and your doubts that nothing is, that this is nothing. It's nothing. I guess it's nothing. It's been taken away from me. Whatever. Do your work. Do your work and concentrate on yourself and believe, and have faith in the divine and faith in yourself and faith in your abilities. And, you know, just build up your confidence. Confidence is key to yourself, right? Build up your confidence by just doing the work and just, yeah, showing yourself every day that you're growing and improving. Yeah, it's time to release negativity. Release all this negativity and this lack. I can't do it. I guess I'll never. Yeah, expect powerful change. Expect powerful change between you and this person. Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna draw a few of these, but I'm gonna end the reading. Okay, wait. I felt guided to do this first. Do a little cleansing. That's really nice. What is it? The Temperance. Yeah. Have patience. Have patience and understanding for yourself and for this person. Absolutely. Let's dig in a little deeper. I got 5. Is that okay? Yes. Okay. ENBY and another B. BBY. Baby. Baby. Oh, yes, baby. Kids. I said baby. BBY, right? Like the. That's so crazy. BBY. For baby. Yeah, absolutely. This person could have definitely gotten somebody pregnant or could be pregnant by somebody, or could be in some kind of situation where they feel like they can't leave a karmic situation because kids are involved. There's some kind of kids involved here. I'm also keep feeling yours is the only pile that I didn't just like pile all the cards on top of each other. Like every single time I got done with each of the different pile, I like put it together and like stacked it up and like put it to the side immediately. So you might also deal with like some also control issues that might manifest in compulsive tendencies, compulsive cleaning or organizing tendencies, perfectionism. Yeah, you could have control issues that are manifesting in all different kind of ways in your life. Yeah. And I'm sitting here literally as I'm talking about it, just sitting here compulsively like moving and straightening around in the light and lining up my cards. So yeah, for sure. NE. I just heard Nebraska. I don't know if NE is the abbreviation for Nebraska. Excuse me, you guys. But I just heard Nebraska. Nebraska. I don't hear it like that. I don't even know if that's the right Nebraska. I don't even know if that's the right accent for people that live in Nebraska. B. Bye. Bye. And B, I just heard nutter butter, like those nutter butter bars. That's weird. But maybe there are peanut butter like resonates for you guys in some kind of way. I don't know. Maybe you guys ate peanut butter together. Or this person like really loves peanut butter or something. Or you love peanut butter. Who doesn't love peanut butter? I don't have an A here. Excuse me, but I just heard NBA. So basketball. Some of you guys might really like basketball. Yeah, you might have with the bye. You might have said that you said goodbye, like finally to this person. Like you're like okay, I'm going on my own complete path, and the thing is, you're saying, oh, we'll probably never meet again, but it's just like, you need to think more like, oh, if we meet again, then it was, then that's awesome. But also sometimes, yeah, all of your messages were just like, take your time to yourself and take your time out that you need to breathe, do your hermit mode, and that's, the healing that you're going to do there is going to help you regardless. Yin, yin, yen, yin. Like, is it Chinese money? I'm sorry. That sounds so uncultured. I'm just like, is it this? I have no idea. Worlds? Money? Anyway, sorry you guys. That's my own insecurities popping out. Anyway, Ben. Also Ben. I don't know why it took me so long. Benny. I just heard Benny Hanna. Okay. Bye. I said bye at Benny Hanna. Did that happen? Okay. But Ben. But the name Ben also. Bi is in like bisexual. I just heard too. Number 8 is just standing out to me too. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Number 12 too. Sorry, I'm trying to move these around, you guys. There's definitely something else here, but I'm trying to figure it out. What do you want me to see, Spirit? B and B. B N B. B and B? Breaking and entering? Oh, like breaking into this person's mind, like trying to do some kind of mind control, trying to avert their will, right? The divine will, trying to go outside of the divine will, trying to circumvent and take shortcuts around things, being like, I know we're supposed to be together, so we'll just be together now, and I'll just go ahead and have this person now. And it's like, no, don't do things against other people's will. It's not your place to take that away. Is that Madlock? A detective stories? Bro, I haven't heard that in so long. I don't know that one either. Benny. Something about, there's definitely something here, deeper here about Benny. Maybe somebody's name is Ben and they got called Benny when they were a little kid. Bye, Ben. Yeah, that bye, Ben keeps coming out too. Bye, Ben. Bye, Ben. But it's like bye, like Ben did this, right? If you're wondering, like, who did that? Who did bye? Like this kind of bye. Like, if you're wondering, did somebody named Ben do some kind of spell magic or something like that on you? Yes, they did. Okay, this is your confirmation. That's your confirmation. By Ben. Who is this done? By Ben. All right, I think that was it. That was what needed to come out. Sorry, Spirit was like, go back to this. Like I knew there was some other stuff here, you guys. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys. And then the way that I plop and threw it down, B-E-N. Ben. Ben did this. Okay, Ben. I don't know if you're going, no, no, yes. Ben. 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 Or, yeah. That's what sort of, I also hear like bien. Like good, like bien. But like if you say it like really fast or somebody that doesn't have like a really good accent. Like bende. I can bring it to me like Ben. I keep hearing that. Ben too. Like yeah. Or like bien like good. Like you did a good job. Oh yeah, like the bende, like give this to me, like come to me, right? That come to me spell. Oh, you did that, didn't you? Didn't you, Ben? You did that, didn't you? I don't know. I just got so dramatic. Maybe you were like, I can't believe this. Yeah, this person is really worried that they ended this. This person is really worried that they ended this by doing this spell on you. And it's possible. It's possible. Because it's just like the divine was like, no, like why do you think you can control this? You need to stop. You're gonna be, yeah, showed. Be careful with that wheel. It'll spin all around on you. All right, lovelies. I'm gonna end your reading. Yes, I am. I'm gonna end your reading here. It's been long enough. You know, I guess. Excuse me. All the messages that finally needed to come out really came out. Maybe not. As a little. Do you guys notice that? Literally, as I'm always saying that, I'm like, okay, well, those are all the messages, and then Spirit's like, but what about this other message? If Ben comes out, I will be like so freaked out. Lou. L-U. Lou. I just heard Louie. Louie. Um, yeah. Or Louie. Lou or Louie. That could also be. And for some reason, I just got reminded of Interview with the Vampire. Maybe somebody here resonates with that, resonates with Louis, with being this like darker person, but not really wanting to do it, not wanting to be this person, giving into darker impulses. Wow. Okay. That's going to resonate for somebody. There's somebody specific out there that's really going to resonate for. So, all right. Y'all, don't forget this wheel. Don't forget this wheel. Okay, it spins around. Uh, the divine will. The divine will. Okay, don't forget about it. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I just keep hearing stop trying to control this. Stop trying to control this. Let it go. Stop trying to control this. Just follow the path and surrender. Just follow the path and surrender. Stop trying to control this. If it's not this person, it'll be somebody else. That's what I just heard. Just follow your sacred path. Okay? Follow your sacred path. Sorry, I'm extra. I'm tired, you guys, of being extra now. Okay, I should go. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. If you're here all the way to the end, I really appreciate you. Yeah, drop a sun in the comment if you made it all the way to the end, because like the sun kept showing itself. Was that this pile or the last pile? See, I'm like super lost now. If you're here for pile 4, you might have also been drawn to pile 3. I want to say that. Okay, so if you're new here, you know, think about subscribing. Think about hanging around. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much. Let me know down in the comment section if you're really interested in getting a personal reading done like this on some kind of past life regression or something, let me know. If you feel drawn to any other piles, please go check those out. If you feel drawn to any of my other readings, please go check those out. I know that this was technically a twin flame reading, but it isn't as twin flamey as some of my other readings. So if you want more kind of like twin flame messages, or I do those as well, check out some of my other videos if you would like. Please, I would appreciate that so much. And I am wishing you guys so much good luck on your journey out there, okay? And really, really try to deal with some of the shadow work that you need to deal with this, okay? I'm really wishing you good luck on that out there. All right? Thank you guys so much for giving me some of your time. I really appreciate it. I really hope that I've helped you, or I've at least inspired you to and some kind of enlightenment, or to enlighten yourself, okay? Share it with yourself or with somebody else out there, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.